Hey, good evening, good morning, good day. Welcome to Shop on TV with me, Rob Locke, with an E. Yes, and please do follow me at Rob Locke with an E on TV, at Rob Locke on TV. Nothing pleases me more than going home in my Uber or on the night bus and reading all of the tweets. So do subscribe, follow, like, whatever it is you need to do. That's my social media handle across literally everything. Now, tonight we have an aircraft in the studio. Woo! Don't get too excited. It's not what you think. This is an award-winning, I believe even multi-award-winning, good housekeeping recommended way of cleaning and buffing and removing stains from your floors, all different types of floors. It is the Power Glide, and we have a really bumper deal for you. We've got basically loads of extra bits and bobs, particularly pads. We've got almost £40 worth, £39.90 of extra gubbins, extra booty that we have included in your package to give you the most that we possibly can out of this incredible product, which I think you're going to find rather impressive. Plus we have PayPal. PayPal's here, ladies and gentlemen. Yay! I'm told it's the last night for a while. So fill your boots. Listen, we've got mulberry silk tomorrow night. If you want a mulberry silk duvet, get it now while it's on PayPal, because we won't have it tomorrow night for the show, which is a great shame, and I'm heartbroken. But that said, we've got it here now. It's intermittent at the moment when we have the ability to use this PayPal Pay in 3 for reasons that are far above my pay grade. But if you want to use it, you can use it online. Just select PayPal as your payment method when you check out and select PayPal Pay in 3. It'll take you to PayPal's website. You'll fill in some information. It'll say, yes, you're approved or not, and then your order will be confirmed, and these will be, or whatever you order will be on its way to you. Do remember that we do have capped postage and package of £4.95. This does carry, because it's big and bulky, an extra £3 on the P&P charge, but everything else you add, you won't pay any additional postage or packing unless it's an item that also carries an additional surcharge, if that makes sense. Right. Good, well that's it from me. Here's the product, but we've got someone much more qualified than I to tell you all about it. She's come all the way from the vineyard. It's Martha. It's Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah.
You've never had that before ever in your life?
I've never had that.
Never heard that before,
never.
Have you?
Lovely to see you,
Martha
Rob.
Cleary, lovely to see you.
Thank you very much. We're very privileged to have this amazing aircraft Power Glide in the studio, I think for the first time on ITV.
It is brand new today. It is a premiere on Shop on TV.
It's exciting.
It's an innovation, it truly is, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. And it was based on basically a British company make this product, an amazing entrepreneur was seeing the big industrial units. Maybe you've seen them in airports, you might have seen them in hotels as well. You know, those big ones with the movable pads on them, and he wanted to take that, shrink it down and give you something in the domestic market. So maybe at the moment you're cleaning your floors at home with mops and buckets, maybe you're using steam cleaners, maybe you're getting on your hands and knees and scrubbing away. Well, we're going to show you tonight just how easy it is, not only to clean, but we're going to buff and we're going to polish as well. And Rob, you can use it on all manner of floors. So I know you've got marble floors in your palace.
Yes, like the gold-plated marble.
That's,
yes,
indeed. So it doesn't matter your floor. You can have, we've got lots here as well.
With
so
platinum inlay.
You can use it in your bathroom on your tiles. You can use it on your lino, your laminate, all of your LVTs, your oak wood flooring as well, because we're not using anything like steam, so we're not going to damage the floors in any way, shape, or form.
But you are using one of the oldest and most famous forms of cleaning known to man, and that is wax on, wax off, because that's essentially what this machine does, doesn't it? It's Mr. Miyagi in an electrical appliance.
That's a great way of looking at it, actually. And also, as well, I'm going to really quickly show you. This looks like a beautiful, clean floor that we've got here, right? A gorgeous. You might have paid a lot for your oak wood flooring. Looks absolutely clean and sparkling, but we're going to prove to you it's not clean. And we're going to show you the power of the microfibers. So we've got lots of pads, and we'll go through exactly what comes in the deal. But these basically stick on and stick off with latch and I've forgotten.
Hook and eye.
Hook and eye.
Oh, it's probably Velcro for crying out loud.
It is Velcro, but there's many other brands of Velcro available. So clean pads, supposedly a clean floor. I'm going to show you and prove to you that your floor actually isn't clean. So no plugs to worry about. We've charged the battery, and I'll talk to you about that later. Just one little tap with our foot, so we don't have to get down on the floor. And once it's turned on, you can see that the lights have come on there, so you're able to see into all the nook and crannies. And then you've got some buttons up here on the telescopic handle as well. It doesn't matter how tall you are, that handle will adjust for your height. So if
that
you're doing
itself
it
is really clever, isn't it? Because when you turn it on, there's no cable between the handle and the head. It's Bluetooth, isn't it? From what I understand.
It's absolutely
or something
is.
like that. Yes.
Something like that.
Radio
not,
frequency.
Not quite a Bluetooth, but yeah, absolutely.
magic.
You've got some batteries that go in the back as well. You mustn't forget about those, so I'll show you later. But first of all, let's prove to you that what looks like a clean floor at the moment is going to be completely beautifully clean afterwards. We've used the power of water and the power of microfiber. Again, I'll tell you about that in a second. And all we have to do is turn it on. I'm going to use a little bit of water, and you can see that water coming out, just to give it a little spray. So we're doing 1 or 2 passes, and it's basically dancing away for me.
Yeah.
It's not running away from me.
Opposing directions, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. It's buffing and shining. You can use as much water or as little water as you like. But do you hear how lovely?
Does it have to be water, or could it be your favourite floor cleaner?
You could put some detergent in there. So like I'll
Blue
name
Magic?
3. Bit of Blue Magic,
Yep.
bit of Dettol maybe, or a bit of Flash. Absolutely fine. We say just 5 ml. So already beautifully shiny and coming through. Not getting into any of the cracks. If you don't want to use water, you don't have to. But because of the microfiber in there, microfiber is going to attract all that negative dirt because
Can you put wax on it too? You can.
And I'll show you that later as well with the different
Am I getting
brushes.
ahead of myself?
You are a little
Just a
bit.
bit.
And you know what, Rob? We've got 3 hours. So maybe we'll save that for later.
That's it. Let me slow down a little.
But you see how easy it is to manoeuvre. I'm not pushing it around. There's no elbow grease.
It's very quiet as well.
I'm having a nice little slow dance with it.
It does
I'm being Fred, it's Ginger.
It almost leads itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really, really does. So I've gone over that floor a couple of times. Hasn't taken me barely any time at all. And I just want to show you. I'll stop it with the button at the top right here. Really easy to stop.
Ta-da.
And then, are you ready to see
how
dirty that floor was?
Oh!
We call that
deceiving.
we call that barefoot clean.
Barefoot.
So you go down now and you'll be absolutely beautifully clean. We didn't see any of that dirt on there, but look how much it has taken up. So all we need to do now is whip these off. Really easy to put them on and off. And then they can go into the washing machine at 40 degrees, no fabric conditioner because it is microfiber. And obviously we want to keep those microfibers positive and charged.
A lot of people don't know why that is. So fabric softener actually clogs fibres. That's specifically what it does.
Absolutely.
That's how it makes them feel soft.
Because it's oil-based,
you don't want that
right?
on you don't want that on something that relies on absorbency. So you should never do it with your towels either.
Oh, absolutely so true. So I never knew that. I never knew that about towels.
Yeah, because otherwise they're not going to absorb, are they?
Really easy to pop the other ones on. So they can go in the washing machine, or you can hand wash them, or just give them a rinse, whatever you like with your 40 degrees. They dry really quickly as well because they're microfiber. And all you need to do is pop these on. Now these are 21 centimetres and you'll notice that they're bigger than the spinning discs. And this is because if you're going around things like skirting boards, you've obviously got that lovely buffer there and you're not going to affect any of your edge-to-edge cleaning, but also not damage any of your paintwork or any of your boards or anything like that, which is perfect.
Hey, if you've got any questions about that, as Martha demonstrates, anything you want to ask her, or if you want to shout out happy birthday, all the usual communications that we like to facilitate here at Shop on TV, then do email us, studio@shopontv.co.uk, and we are live and interactive all the way till 3 a.m.
We are indeed.
It's already very busy. We only have a limited number of these to begin with.
We do indeed. I just want to show you that you haven't got a wet floor here at all. So we've got a little bit of kitchen roll, a little bit of blue roll, and that is completely, and I have pushed that in completely and utterly
dry.
I remember when I was a kid, I don't know if your mum was the same, not necessarily your mum, maybe your dad, but my mum used to wash the kitchen floor overnight and we weren't allowed in the kitchen.
Yes, I do,
that, it would take 8 hours to dry.
Right,
This is dry instantly.
And streak-free and beautifully shiny as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's cleaning, it's scrubbing, it's basically taking all the elbow grease out of your elbows and putting it into an electrical head and doing all of the hard work for you.
It is, yeah. Shall I show you all around the unit?
I think that's an
really
excellent idea.
easy.
Sure.
You'll notice it comes in quite a little box. That's because you just have to build a few things.
Right.
So this basically will go down telescopically into there.
That's great if you're in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
or if you're of diminutive stature.
Or you get your, I don't know about how you felt about your son doing chores, but I had to do chores every weekend for my pocket money.
He
your
just turned
teenagers
21. I
to do
think
it?
he now does his own laundry.
But you still live together, right?
Yeah,
Does
we
he do the chores?
I'm not going to embarrass him. No, of course he doesn't.
I bet he'd find it fun. Does he not do any of the chores at all?
No.
Oh, crikey. Okay, well.
No, he does do some.
I'm sure.
He's gonna come and clobber me. So.
So really.
No, we do them between us, don't we, Dave?
Ah, he's nodding at home,
Yeah.
guys.
He's
So
also looking at me with daggers.
you've got a really easy way to fill up your water here. So there's a little bung right there. You get the jug as well. So 200 millilitres in your jug to fill it up. You can go as much to 300 millilitres, so you can do a jug and a half in there if you're doing a lot. I tend to just put maybe about 100 ml in if I'm just doing one room.
Yes.
And not keep the water in there. But you are completely fine, as we spoke, to put some detergent in there if you like. You've got the on button at the bottom here that you can just use with your foot.
Yes.
And then you've got those fabulous lights at the front.
It's beautifully
really good coverage,
designed,
isn't
well.
it?
It is a premium product, premium quality motor, premium quality aluminium handle.
It's a lovely bit of kit.
Less than 3 kilos. It is a lovely bit of kit, yeah.
And actually, Rob, you'll know from working in ShopOnTV, we see loads and loads and loads of products, and it's an absolute delight when it's a product that's been over-engineered and built to such beautiful quality.
Yes, it does. You know, it's one of those things. It doesn't have to be. They probably could have made it a lot cheaper. But at the end of the day, sometimes we want to have nice things in our home, don't we? But the fact is also, it's the specification is durable in its design, but also in its components as well, because you want the electronics. I mean, if you think about it, the scrubbing action that they're performing, those pads, is quite arduous for a motor to deal with, but it does it really well, and it's over-engineered to the point that it's not going to meet any kind of job that it's incapable of doing.
Yeah.
And that's the great thing. It's like that Six Sigma, you know, it can't fail for the job that it's designed for.
I love that. And that's absolutely true, Rob, every single time. You will get the battery that you'll need to put in and give it a good charge. It's a lithium-ion battery, so we know, and I know Rob's a very scientific guy about lithium-ion. Do your research. They basically last a long, long, long time. Once you charge it, you've got a 40-minute run time. You just have to pop it in. There will be a little tiny piece of tape over here, so you just need to remove the tape.
Remove that, yeah. And actually, that's a lot
in.
of people, they go, it's not working, it's not working. Check the batteries, because they have a little protective contact. So a lot of reviews say that actually as well. It's the battery. When you get it at home, I'll say this, because people say you never said that on the air. Here we go. For the record, when you get yours at home, check the batteries for a plastic protective cover. Remove that first to release the electrical contacts. That will allow the battery or the current to flow.
And there's
so
another.
I've said it. I've stated it.
You have
just to be
also as
absolutely
well.
sure.
We found this earlier when we were
handle one as
preparing
well.
samples. There's some batteries in here as well. So there's double A's in here that you'll need to take the plastic off as well.
Yes.
You just literally pop these in. Everything's clunk click,
Yeah.
and then obviously telescopically wise, you're perfect to go as tall as you like. So in my heels, I'm about 5'10". I like it quite tall.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. You've then got an on button, and then obviously your water button as well. But it's all beautifully ergonomically designed. And when you pop it on, it's not one of the things that runs away with you. It just makes, I love when you've got a chore to do at home, housework, just something that makes it easy. Stick a podcast in, pop your earpods in, and just really beautifully glide away and get it all done.
And do remember to put the batteries in the handle. That's another one a lot of people forget, because the handle, basically, it's like a radio control between the handle and the head, and it means that and it's so clever, they avoided having to have any electrical cables and things going through the handle, which is, I think, is fantastic.
Yeah. It's a really, really, really lovely bit of kit, and I look forward to showing all you guys at home. If you've got any questions about it, if you want to challenge us to make a real mess, we've got a fabulous mess on the next one. We'll show you everything we can in these next 3 hours.
Sorry, apologies, I seem to have lost my ability to be able to hear my producer. It's 642-108. It is £199, and excuse me 1 second while I try and sort this all out. Am I supposed to be talking? Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I had a slight technical issue there with my being able to hear my director and producer. Where were we? Martha, where were we?
I think we were going to tell everybody exactly what we get in the box.
Okay, go ahead. Because I'm still having problems, if I'm being honest. So could you talk for a bit while I try and sort this out?
We'll show everybody exactly what you get. So you're getting an amazing deal, lots more than you would get on a normal package. So we've got a special Shop on TV exclusive package. So in the box, you're going to get your Power Glide. You're also going to get all of your pads. So you're going to get 2 of the scrubbing pads, 4 of the pink buffing pads, and then 4 of the blue microfibers. You'll use your blue microfibers more often than not, and I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to do extreme dirt with the scrubbing pads as well. You also get your battery, your instruction booklet, and of course your measuring jug as well in there. That's all you need, really. It does come with a fabulous warranty as well, so you've got 12 months on your warranty, but they've got brilliant customer service. So there's a free phone line that you can call if you've got any problems whatsoever. They will try and diagnose the problem over the phone for you, and if anything is wrong, they will send you a label so you can post it, and then they'll service it and return it to you. But they do try and diagnose lots of things over the phone lines as well. If you do go to that big website, we know the one, Amazon, there is nearly 1,000 reviews on there that you can read, and we'll be reading some of them out later on, so really well reviewed as well. So that's what we've got there. How are you doing, Rob?
Super. I've fixed it a little bit. It's a fix. A bit of plastic's broken that I can't really fix right now on the air. I can hear enough. So if I'm like deer in the headlights, then just forgive me. It's because I've got my technical issue. Let's have a look at some reviews, shall we, of this amazing unit, because as Martha was saying, there are lots and lots and lots of them. And here are some examples for you. Wow, this is more like this is like an essay. This is from Gail Bennett, who says, "No more dirty mop heads and filthy water in the bucket. I love this machine. I have wooden floors and ceramic tiles. It does both fabulous with no smears. Last summer, I was in my dad's tiled and wooden floor bungalow using a mop. Yuck! We ordered one for him. He loves it, recommended it to others who have bought it. I showed it to a friend. She has bought and said it's changed her life. She's bought one for a mother-in-law and son. She told her sister in Mongolia. Wow! She bought one there and loves it, and so it goes on. So I do recommend, and you may come across one from this group, including a work colleague of mine who I've just sent details to. I thought about this for about 6 months. Don't. Get one. I hope you find it as good. Oh. Hold. Sorry, I'm in a complete disaster here tonight. Sorry, 10% of the stock is already spoken for. 10% of the stock. And say that again, please, Leslie. It's very, very busy out there. 10% of the stock has gone. Please do check your baskets out. I'm a bit concerned you're probably hearing this talk back at home because it's coming up your plastic cable. Okay, sorry. When TV goes wrong, eh? Martha, back to you.
Rob, you have some time to sort yourself out.
I can't fix it here. So.
I'll sort this floor out. Let's have a good look at this floor because it's absolutely disgusting. This is if you've got kids or dogs or husbands, no disrespect to husbands, you might have experienced some of this. So on this is a typical kitchen laminate floor. You have got on here, I've put on this, and this has been down for about 2.5, 3 hours now. We've got wax crayons, we've got foundation, which is the absolute worst. We've got lipstick, there's a bit of mustard down there, some ketchup as well, a bit of mascara. So I think you'll all agree that that is a very, very messy floor. There's a bit of coffee as well down there. So I'm going to use the most extreme of the pads. These are little scrubbing pads, the grey and white ones. We get 2 of these, and they are scrubbing pads for a reason. So they've got a little bit more density to them than the blue ones have, and that's going to allow us to agitate these stains and lift everything up. Now, I'm going to do everything I can on here, but it might take more than one pass, but we don't need to worry because it's nice and easy. Obviously really easy to pop them on with that Velcro. I'm just going to keep saying Velcro now. Stick them on and you'll see.
That's all right.
Don't worry that they don't fit because you've got that
brand
overhang.
name, isn't it? It's Velcro.
For 20 years we've been saying
I
hook and
know.
eye, haven't we? Anyway, I'll get going on this.
Okay.
And then
Morag
we can
has
do
a
some
question
questions as well.
while you
I was
start
going to
on
be
that.
called Morag. That
Were
was
you?
my potential name.
Great name.
So
What's
really-
Morag's question?
Really easy to turn on.
Will it clean a slate floor?
Absolutely, Morag. Yep, slate floors, LVTs. I'll run a list for you. Laminates, tiles, so anything like marble, any natural stone tiles as well. Anything really that is a hard floor. Obviously, it's not going to work on your carpets because it wouldn't work with the fabrics. But I think that's terracottas, things like that.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be a completely even, flat surface. It
No,
can have a
absolutely
slight
not.
undulation to it.
Yeah,
and it's still
absolutely.
clean it okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you think of any of your line, maybe going into your conservatory, maybe your linos as well. I'm thinking like caravans, things like that. Wet rooms, it's really good for as well because they can tend to get a lot of sort of mould in the corners. Anyway, shall we get cracking on this
please, go
dirty
ahead.
floor? Really easy, not bending down at all, which I love. Just popping that on at the bottom first of all, and then at the front. We're going to use quite a lot of water on this one. You should be able to see the water spray coming out. And we're really going to get deep in there. I forgot to ask my lovely director for a before shot of this. So we'll do that
We'll do
again
one
later on.
yeah.
That's my
You've got all kinds
absolute
on there.
fault.
We've got makeup, pen.
Yeah, but look at how, I mean, I was saying I might have to do a few passes. Think about how you do this alternatively, Rob. I can imagine you on your hands and knees with your mop bucket and your big scrubbing brush.
Well, I've tried to abandon the mop as much as possible. What I love about this, what I think this does, which adds an extra layer to it's being so effective, is that it's actively scrubbing. Whereas mops and spray mops and regular mops and even steam mops, they don't scrub. You have to do the scrubbing.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what I love about this. It's, you know, and circular motion is the preferred way of doing it, isn't it? You know.
Absolutely. All of those revolutions, 250 revolutions a minute. And actually it will clean up to 20 square meters a minute as well. So when you think about, oh, apologies, turned it off. When you think about the size of your kitchen, I mean, obviously we've got quite little floors down here at the moment, but you're going to be able to do your kitchen in literally, I would say a pop song. It's going to be done. And then it'll be dry as well. So no sort of locking the doors, not letting anybody in. Really easily passing through. Now the foundation, obviously a little bit baked on there, you can see. But we're really wonderfully cleaning this all. Ketchup's being lifted off. This ketchup has been on here for 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
We're going to make a really good mess later on as well. But absolutely, I'm not out of breath.
No,
I'm not
you're really
sweating.
not. No.
I just feel like I'm doing a lovely sort of, I don't know what a Strictly
Well,
dance
you're
is,
doing what it says
slow
in
dance.
the description. You're gliding.
Yeah, you're right. I am gliding.
Yeah, it glides over the floors.
Absolutely brilliant. And edge to edge as well. You can see it's getting right into those edges.
Also, the majority of its 3 kilos is in the head, and that's on purpose because you need a certain amount of weight on the head.
Bit of momentum.
For the scrub to be able to create a little bit of friction.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the handle and the aluminium pole, it's all very lightweight. Even the heavier lithium-ion battery is down at the business end, so you don't have to try and manoeuvre the heavy bit.
Yeah.
You just. And the action of the rotating motors,
it's a pleasure.
It actually helps it along, doesn't it? So
it really does.
It really requires absolutely minimal effort.
Yeah, absolutely. And you hear how quiet as well. It's 60 decibels. Now that might not mean anything to you at home, but if you think of how your fridge sort of whispers along in the background, 60 decibels is an average fridge. Yeah. So it's been awarded the Quiet Mark Award as well. So if you've got little babies that you're putting down to sleep, and then you've got an opportunity to do a bit of cleaning, you're not going to wake anybody up.
It's not much more than a fan. You know, a fan on high speed?
Yeah.
That's about what it sounds like to me, roughly.
But just absolutely effortless. And that's what we want, don't we? We have really busy lives. You don't want to think, oh gosh, I've got to go home and mop the kitchen floor and do so on and so forth. And a lot of us now, we're kind of, particularly, I know myself and my husband, you're giving up on carpets. You've got a lot of hard floor, much more hard floor in our homes than we used to have. And just keeping them clean is, you know, it can be a real bind, it can be a real chore. But if you have the Power Glide.
Now, I know you've gone over that piece of floor a lot. I mean,
yeah, I have.
frankly,
Sorry, I was enjoying it.
So.
I was enjoying it.
It's quite therapeutic, isn't it?
It is.
But we give you loads and loads of extra pads included. You normally get, I think, one set of everything, one pair of everything. but you don't get scrubbing pads, so we actually give you additional sets of the blue pads, the pink pads, and also we give you a set of scrubbing pads as well. Holy Toledo, somebody had fun.
Yeah, that was a lot, wasn't it? You can't even see that they're white and grey anymore.
No.
Really, really, and
No,
everything
were they
has
white
been
and grey?
lifted.
They were blue, weren't they?
No, I put the scrubbing pads on these ones because it was a particularly dirty floor. They are filthy.
I would never have
whip
known.
them off, really, really easy, nothing to worry about there.
What's the difference between the pink and white and the blue?
Well, your pink is your buffing.
Right.
So maybe if you were talking about putting wax down earlier, so that will be for your buffer, or if you've used your microfiber and you want more of a high shine. So we do have a really shiny black tile that I'll show you later. You can get a beautiful, as shiny as Darth Vader's helmet.
I say that.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
That is very, very shiny.
We've got the scrubbing pads as well.
Well, those are the scrubbing pads.
Yes,
right,
and that's for your really hard working, so
Yes.
your kitchen, round your cooker, when you spill all the grease and things like that.
Right.
And then your blue are just your universal. So
if you haven't got a particularly dirty floor, it's just a spruce up,
Yep.
use the blue.
Yep.
If you've got something that's really got some ground in dirt, use the scrubbing pads.
Yes.
And if you're going to do a buff
use the
and
pink.
a polish, use the pink.
Yeah, perfect.
Love it.
But you know what? There's no set rules. If you muddle them up or get them around the wrong way, it's still going to have that same action. It's still going to do that
Yes.
same amazing thing.
Now, I was just trying to hear what my producer was saying. Excuse me 1 second. So this is just FYI, unfortunately, it is Scottish mainland and UK only. So, alas, we are not able to ship to Northern Ireland or to the Channel Islands or any of the Scottish islands. I do apologise for that. I believe it's to do with the batteries. There are so many different rules about postage, things like that. It's not that we don't want to, and it's not for lack of trying, but certainly at present we're unable to deliver to those regions. But everywhere else in the mainland, Scotland and UK, no problem whatsoever. And you can spread the cost, $68.98 times 3. The postage and packing is included in your PayPal payment. And I mean, look, at the end of the day, it does what it says on the tin. It takes the effort out of scrubbing, the effort out of buffing, the effort out of polishing. It makes it very, very simple and effective and easy and quick to clean your floors, all types of floor, as long as it's either a hardwood or a tile or a lino, that sort of thing, or a laminate. Even if it is slate tiles, no problem. If it is, I'm trying to think what other type of tiles there are, Martha. Do you know how quarry tiles? Yeah, ceramic tiles, marble tiles.
Slates, terracotta.
Slates, terracotta. There's another one.
That
yeah.
LVT, which is the new.
What is
thing.
LVT?
LVT is like a cross between a hard. Sorry, I'm messing up my floor again. LVT is a cross between like a hardwood floor and a laminate. So it's a bit like a parquet, clicks and clacks together.
Right.
I'm sure all the floor experts out there are like, it does not do that.
I see.
But we've got a mutual friend.
I thought LVT was maybe a community of tiles. I wasn't quite sure.
So yeah, anything. I can't think of a floor that it wouldn't do.
No. We've just had a live testimonial come in. Oh, stop the press. This is from Kevin. I'm going to endeavour to try and hear this. I was wondering when or if ShopOnTV was going to have my favourite household cleaning machine, the brilliant Aircraft Power Glide. It really does make cleaning so much easier and so much more hygienic than a mop and bucket. I absolutely love my Power Glide. Wouldn't be without it. Go and buy one. You'll be very glad you did. And this, Rob, yeah, you can have a signed photo. And Leslie, they're in my bag. Producer Leslie, I brought them, including my silver pen to do the signed photos. Will you remind me to give them to you after we come off the air? I completely forgot. Or tomorrow night. I've got them. They're here. And apparently I'm his favourite presenter and so honest and funny. Well, thank you very much indeed. I'll take the honest. The funny is, hit and miss, I suppose, but I'll do my best. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you watching. And look, there are so many reviews. If you want to go and Google Aircraft Power Glide, there are not only so many reviews, but there are articles that have been written about this. I believe that there was a whole article in Good Housekeeping, wasn't there? Something like that. Have a look. There's a ton, an absolute ton of stuff that has been editorial, that has been written about this incredible invention. That, again, it's a British entrepreneur who saw a situation where he wanted to take a professional cleaning machine and bring it to the household market by scaling it down. And there was a lot of technology that had to go into doing that, so it took a lot of development, a number of years to actually get it to the point where the product was ready to sell. And it is one of the most popular cleaning, I don't even know, what would you call it? It's a hard floor cleaner. It's not a mop, is it, really, per se? It's so much more. 642-108 is your item number. It's normally $238.90 for the bundle that we are bringing to you tonight, but we can give it to you for $68.98 if you wish to spread the cost interest-free using PayPal Pay in 3, or £199 if you just want to pay for it in one go, and $7.95 postage and packing. And look at that, it will even go from one type of floor to another, and it's low profile, so it gets all around your nooks and your crannies, and it can polish, it can remove stains, and it literally just chews them up because it's actively scrubbing. That's the big difference between this and really pretty much anything else that you might buy. It's just one of those must-have items. It's very easy to maneuver. It's a nice big head as well, if you don't mind me saying so, because it's cleaning a lot of surface area in one go. It can do 20 square meters in 1 minute. That's 10 meters by 10 meters. 10 meters by 10 meters, that's the average size. Is that right? Is that 20 square meters? No, it's not. What's 20 square meters? 20, 10, oh, I don't know. I'm terrible at maths. Do you know how to do 20 square meters?
I assumed it was 10 by 2.
10 by 2. That, I suppose that would be it, wouldn't it? Or 5 by 4.
4,
something
yeah,
like
5 by 4.
Right, so 5 by 4 is a whole room. So look, powerful cleaning, drying and polishing with the Aircraft Power Glide. You've got powerful cleaning performance without heat or steam, rotates over 250 times a minute to lift stains and polish. That's more than me on a dance floor. Fast edge-to-edge cleaning up to 20 square meters a minute, super quiet under 60 decibels, built-in LED light, up to 40-minute runtime, removable fast-charging lithium-ion battery, safe on all floor types, lightweight, just 3 kilos, the telescopic adjustable handle, which means that whatever height you may be, it's ideal for you, and it folds flat for storage as well, and it is approved by the Good Housekeeping Institute. 642-108 is the item, but it's one of those things that there's really not a lot else to say about it or talk about with it, in that you can, it's pretty blooming obvious when you look at it what it does. The question is it good? Does it do it well? Is it well made? And yes, it is, or it's yes to all of those, the answer to all of those questions, really. Karen says, effortless mopping. Been using my Power Glide for 5 months now and couldn't imagine how I managed before. It does the hard work for you. Just move it around the floor and it does a great job of cleaning. Very quiet and cuts mopping time down by half, so well worth the investment. I have 2 large dogs who never wipe their feet. Muddy paw prints are a breeze for the Power Glide. Recently had a problem with a part breaking and found customer service amazing. All sorted with a replacement part within a couple of days. Impressive. So that's the other thing. You've also got a really great company, an ethical company behind it as well. The ones that make it, the ones that manufacture it, that also take care of you. The aftercare service is every bit as good as you would expect from it. It's a premium product. It really, really is. The components are so well made, so well engineered. You'll love the look of it. It's one of those things that, you know, there are certain appliances or certain accessories you buy for your home, and some of them you hide away in the cupboard, and some of them you don't mind having on show. This is the one you don't mind having on show. And I think Karen, in that last review, really kind of brought it home for me what the differentiator is here, what we call in sales the unique selling point. And that is, it does the hard work. It does the scrubbing. It does the rubbing. It does all of the elbow grease part of cleaning. And literally all you're doing is just guiding it around. And because it's essentially got 2 wheels on it, it does move very, very simply. It does glide because the motion of the motors, the pads, means that even fingertip control, it requires very, very little effort or input from the user. It does the hard work, and cutting your mopping time down or cleaning your floors down by half. But of course with mopping as well, you end up with sodden floors, don't you? Dangerous floors sometimes. And also with mops, you're often spreading the germs around. You know, those horrible, disgusting, smelly, stinky old mops. We've all had them. We've all seen them. We've all smelled them. I think mops are just sort of really a bit old hat now, aren't they?
Yeah.
There are lots of new things that are around to clean your floors. And actually, I think, even if you've invested in one of the steam cleaners we've had, I think these go together really well.
Yeah, they
because this, I mean, this, you know, steam disinfects and deodorizes, right? This, it's a handheld scrubber.
Yeah.
And when it's new, it's a new scrubber, and then when it gets older, it's an old machine. And that's the thing. It's elbow grease in a handheld, upright, easy to use, ergonomically designed, beautiful looking machine.
Yes, it's doing all the work
Bit like you,
for
Martha.
you. That's a very. I sort of knew that was coming.
Except for the machine.
Yeah, it does everything for you, and I loved what you said there, Rob, about it being a premium product. You know, when you, I mean, I don't know this offhand, but when you buy an elite car, you get that aftercare service with it because that's the kind of level of engineering they've put into it.
Yes.
You know, that free phone number is there for you. The customer service and support is second to none, like we saw in those reviews. So you're buying something that you're never going to be left alone. If you've got any questions, give them a call. They will diagnose virtually every or any problem that you've got with it over the phone, which is brilliant. If not, they're going to help you out.
Just remember, when you get it, the batteries, to stop the batteries from discharging in transit, they have a plastic film over them. Then there are 2 batteries, well, 3 technically. There are 2 in the handle, which allow it to talk to the head to tell it to squirt and to turn on and off. And then you've got the lithium-ion battery on the back of the head. Make sure you take the plastic off first, otherwise it won't work. And a lot of people actually get it and they go, it don't work. It's the plastic on the batteries, trust me. 20%, in fact, nearly a quarter of the whole night stock has gone.
Wow.
Where are we at time-wise? What time is it now? Anyone know? It's only 1:45.
I think we're going home early, Rob.
And yeah, I know a quarter of the stock now officially gone. So you've got to check out. If you want it tonight, we only managed to get a few hundred of these to start with as a premiere. And I don't want to pressure you into buying. If you're not sure, don't buy it. But when you are sure, or at least when you think, I mean, look, you're intelligent people, right? Who can't look at that and go, oh yeah, it's pretty obvious what it does, right? I mean, it is, isn't it? I'm not some sort of incredible genius, high-functioning genius, am I?
No, not.
Well, I mean, obviously I am, but not when it comes to when it comes to this. It just makes it easier to clean your floors and quicker.
And that's what we all want, don't we? We all want a little bit more leisure time. There's so much going on. Maybe you've got a busy family life. You've got pride in your home and you want to keep things nice and clean.
Yeah.
But you want to do it easily and you want to do it quicker and more efficiently.
Look at that premium. There is in a premium
I mean,
household.
that's a nice
And
bathtub.
we brought you the black and silver version tonight. There is a white version as well available. We don't have that tonight.
That was the former model.
That was the former model.
So this is the most new.
So the new one is the black and silver. Yeah.
Can I show you something rather exciting with the black light?
Oh my
I'm
goodness,
ready
Martha,
if
I thought
you're
you'd
ready.
never ask.
I know, right? So we've got our typical bathroom tiles here. Now, it doesn't matter who you've got in your family. There's always going to be stains in the bathroom, around the toilet, things like that. We don't want to go into too much detail. But it could be, imagine if it was your kitchen floor. It could be you've just taken a chicken out of the fridge and you didn't quite have the wrapper on and you're spilling chicken juice all over the floor. There's quite a lot of germs that we can't see. We've got a fabulous black light here and it's going to be able to show us, hopefully, some of the dirt that we've got on this floor. So I've turned my light on.
Well, while you're showing me, I'm going to ask my producer to repeat what she said because I didn't catch it.
Okay,
because I can't hear very well, so when two people talk at
home,
the same time,
looking
I can't hear
clean.
them, so. Oh my Lord!
You should be able to see all of that dirt and debris. Whoa.
Oh!
It right to the middle.
Oh,
I
it
did
reminds me of
spell out a
Hollywood
special-
parties I've been to.
Yeah, I did spell out a special word on there, which
Did
says
you?
germs, but you can't quite see
Oh,
it.
I can see it.
But you can kind of, yeah. Do you see all that dust? And when we bring the lights up, obviously none of that is visible at all. So this could be your bathroom floor.
Or
I
chicken
actually,
juice in the kitchen, or
yeah,
yucky stuff that your babies and
actually-
your toddlers are going through and sticking my hands in their mouths.
I'm a lodger at the moment, Rob.
Oh, you're a lodger?
And I've been practicing with this machine in my lodgings.
I see.
And I did my landlord's. He's got 3 bathrooms actually, and a kitchen. And I did the black light in there, and yeah, it needed a very good clean. So it's often the dirt that you can't see. Shall we get cracking?
Let's do it. Yes, yes.
So I popped the blue pads on because it's not huge amounts of dirt on here. I have just spilt coffee all over it as well, which is handy. So popping it on at the bottom with one touch, and then on the top, what I will do is I'll just put my torch down. Apologies, otherwise it's going to be lots of fun. And then we're going to turn it on, just on the handle, and we're going to get going. A little bit of water onto there as well. I'll be picking up this coffee, and this is going to be an absolute one-pass wonder. So how are you cleaning your bathroom floor at the moment? Maybe you're using those disposable wipes that go on their heads. You're just filling it up.
Yeah.
Here you're using...
Throwing good money after bad.
Yeah, the cleaning power of water. Just water, a little bit of detergent if you want to use detergent. But you can see how beautifully shiny and buffed that is coming up there. It's looking really, really good. In fact, you can see the reflection of the lights. That's how shiny it is.
Yes, shiny.
Which we love. We love a shiny floor with no elbow grease, no scrubbing.
Can you do it with just your finger, and just to show everybody? Can you do fingertip control? Just literally hold it with your...
Yeah, absolutely. Just literally. It's thumb tip, actually.
No, but I meant on the handle. Hold it with your finger, just with 2 fingers.
There we are.
Yeah.
That's 2 fingers.
Yeah, and then move it back and forth.
And then it will gently...
So I'm saying you don't need any real strength.
Oh, none whatsoever. And
so if you've got arthritis, carpal tunnel,
any
those sorts of things, this would be
Yep.
kind to those afflictions.
You're absolutely fine. And at the request of my lovely producer, we've got a really hideous, dirty footprint here.
Yeah, that's
Somebody was obviously running to the bathroom very quickly. They didn't take their shoes off at the door.
Yeah.
Now, this is dried in dirt here. So I know that my blues will get it, but I'm going to squirt a little bit on there.
Squirt. Oh, hello.
But this is very in ground. So it's going to take a few passes just
but
to
we're
clear
not
it up.
afraid.
We are not afraid. No, absolutely
Power Glide
not.
can cope.
Lifting it every single time. I think this has been dried on for a long time under these lights. Should lift it up beautifully.
Yeah, and if you look, that's an extreme example, isn't it? So you just got to go over it a few times.
Absolutely.
You can see every single pass is sorting it out.
And again, like we were saying before, if you've got your Blue Magics, your Dettol's, or your Flash perhaps that you want to use, anything that liquid floor cleaner.
Yes.
Yeah, we're there. Look at that. It's
I know. I mean, that was a lot of stuff.
So you could, if you wanted to, change your pads. Obviously, you're getting all of those pads in there. So to buff it up, you absolutely could do that. But that is coming up nice and clean.
Yeah. I personally, at this point, I'd change the pad because I think, to be honest, that was.
Shall we change the pads?
Yes, you want. That was a lot of. Yeah, why not? We give you the extra. That was a lot of. It's taken the dirt off, and because
I mean, look how horrible they are.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh, yuck.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
It's dirtier than a tea.
Lifted it all, and you should do, if you want to, guys, you should read all about microfiber on the internet, because microfiber is a positively charged fabric, and dirt is obviously negatively charged, and the way that it grabs hold of the dirt.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really fascinating.
It's science,
microfiber. If there's a science to it, absolutely. Oh. So let's go over again. Yes, here we go.
So now we're doing a clean, you see. Yeah.
Beautiful, a perfectly clean floor, but that was extreme. The dirt from my garden.
It was, yes, it was. I mean, to be honest, that is something you probably would have wiped, maybe gone over first with a cloth, just to take the excess up.
You could absolutely.
But it doesn't matter. Just means you've got to change the pads.
Yeah.
If the pads get dirty,
live TV,
they get dirty.
Exactly how to work it. Should we try our black light and see?
Oh, the black light! I forgot about the black light.
Let's have a little look. I'm just going to pick it up 1 second.
Here we go with the lights again. Oh, I like it when the lights go down. Bring the lights down low.
Look at that. Clean as a
There is no
whistle.
dirt.
Absolutely perfect, isn't it?
How clean is a whistle? That's what I want to know.
Very, very clean.
They must be very clean.
Very clean indeed.
And would you need to buff the floors after that?
No,
afterwards?
you don't. I mean,
now?
you could buff if you wanted to, but because we've changed those pads already, you've got that beautiful buff on there. You can see the reflection, can't you? You can see my hands right there.
And it's
very
bone
dry as well, yeah, every single time.
Apparently whistles are clean and bones are dry.
Yeah. Do you want to do a bit of buffing as well? Shall I show you that now?
Sure.
Well, not you, sorry.
Oh, no, I don't.
Like
I certainly. At the moment, if I move even an inch in any direction, I can't hear what's going on upstairs. So, I've had a catastrophic failure of my earpiece technology. So at the moment it sounds like. But when they talk clearly and concisely, I can make out enough to know what's going on because I'm an old pro, you see. So here we now. Please check out your baskets. Go pay right now. Get your Power Glide. It's on its way once you pay. And again, Scottish mainland and UK only, I'm afraid. I'm terribly sorry. I hate even having to say this, but it is for reasons. I think a lot of it is to do with the batteries and planes and the planes, stuff like that. But we tried. We're not able to ship to Northern Ireland or to any of the islands outside mainland UK. I'm so sorry. Are we doing some buffing?
We're going to do some buffing. So you talked earlier about applying wax, which you certainly can do.
Yes.
I put the lovely pink ones on now. They're your buffing pads.
Yes.
And they've got some fabulous little fronds coming out of them as well. So if you do have wood flooring and very expensive skirting boards, things like that, none of that will be damaged. You can go edge to edge.
You don't want to destroy
nice
the skirting boards in the pallets, do you?
No, you certainly don't.
No,
you pay a lot of money for skirting boards, don't you?
Oh, have you the price of skirting boards these days?
They really are. Can we have a good look at how horrible this floor is? Really, really, really horrible. So maybe you've mopped it, or maybe you can never get a good shine on your floor. I'm thinking about your really expensive marbles and anything that's shiny. So we're going to get going.
Sorry, Martha, we're close to, is it nearly half the stock now, or did I hear? Sorry, a third. We're a third gone, but we're between a third and a half.
Do you know what, Rob? I'm really
You got to check out, man. You got to pay. If you don't pay, you don't play. That's as simple as just and plain and easy as the way we work right here, okay? You don't give us your money, we don't give you the product. What do you think we are, huh? We're not a charity.
Shall we buff
seriously, if you wouldn't mind paying, that would be awfully lovely, thank you.
We're going to buff it up.
Buff it up.
We're going to buff it right up. I'm going to use a little bit of water because this was very, very dirty indeed. We're going to give this a really nice buffing. You can see instantly, can't you, from one side or the other. I can see it really well in the studio. Hopefully it is picking up on the camera.
I don't know why, but that really demonstrates just what a quality product this is. It is made to prestige standards. And look how effortless it is. It's so effortless a child could use it.
That's it. And that's why I think you should get the teenagers on the chores.
250 revolutions per minute. Now, okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Sorry, I've turned into Joe Pesci. Okay. Okay, well, we'll wait till, sorry, because we're looking at Martha at the moment, so. I had a whole point and everything.
Just beautiful.
Yeah, no, we've got hours, Paul. Don't worry about it, mate. We got hours.
It's just so
I'm in no
easy.
hurry. I'm chill.
So
I'm easy breezy, beautiful cover girl.
Doesn't that look like the floor you want? It's so funny because it's an all-male team on tonight, apart from myself and our lovely producer.
It's an all-male team, apart from the other half of the team.
Well, 3 to.
Well, I suppose it is. Yeah, 3 to 2.
But I'm just saying.
4 to 2, actually.
I can hear her because I know how house proud she is, and it's so lovely to have shiny, clean floors. Because when you've got a busy life, they very rarely stay that clean for this long. So there's a sense of satisfaction there.
Yeah.
And I just think with the Power Glide, you've got that every single time. You will literally, it's one of those products where when you get it, you'll be like, what have I been doing? What have I been wasting my time with mops and buckets?
I think that's what you know what? It's the fact it does the hard. Okay, can I make a point now, please? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Are you done, Martha? Are you quite finished?
I'm going to keep going because I just love it so much.
Tickle the floor. Right, okay. Could somebody, Leslie, could you do me a favour? Would you please time 1 minute on your phone or something? Thank you. And then everyone in the studio, right, we can all have a go. Please try this at home because I'm making a point here. It's very important that you play along, okay? I'm going to roll my sleeves up for this. So that's doing 250 revolutions per minute. So what we've got to do is we've got to do the same motions 250 times and see if we can do it in a minute, or see how far we go until we give up. Someone's going to have to keep count. Ready? Leslie has a phone that was made in the 80s. Okay, ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 90, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 41, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 51, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 61. All right, that's quite enough of that. How long was that? That was 25 seconds. Blimey. Now, that means I'd have only got to about 120. That's doing blimey. Did you do it at home? Now you know why you want one. That's what you'd have to do on your floor. It would be, there are drill sergeants who wouldn't put their what do they call them, their recruits through that sort of pain.
You're absolutely right.
I could have kept going, really.
Yeah, I bet you could. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Something
My son just went,
Something I neglected to mention is you've got a really low pass as well. So if you are doing it in things like living rooms, or if you've got, lots of people have bathroom shelves, don't they, stacking shelves as well, you can get under everything really nicely. So quickly, obviously this is a clean floor now, but I just want to show you how low that goes as well. Really nice and low. And you've still got a lot of control. You might want to reduce the handle a little bit if you're going under things, but you can do. Under a bed as well, if you extended the handle, you're going to be able to pass all the way through. And it's just so nice and simple. Do you see there how it's kind of catching the chair legs? It's not doing any damage whatsoever because of that 21 centimetre pad on there and the overreach of it. So they really have engineered and thought of absolutely everything at Aircraft. I've taken an industrial machine that you will have seen in the airport lounges, you know, those great big spaces that they have to clean, hotel lobbies. And the entrepreneur that came up with this thought, you know what, we should make that domestically. And that's what they've done for you in the home. And to get it at this price, Rob, I just think...
Yeah.
And the fact that we've got PayPal as well, it makes it affordable for everybody. I'm so excited.
Yes, and actually, can I say, unfortunately, this is, for reasons that they're business reasons, we only have our PayPal Pay in 3 active for about 5 days in a row. Tonight's the last night that we have PayPal for about 2 or 3 weeks. So we are working on a long-term multi-payment solution. We don't have it in place yet, unfortunately, because there are lots of reasons, and I'm not going to bore you with them. So please, if you do want to spread the cost interest-free, remember they are interest-free payments. Now here's the thing, with PayPal Pay in 3 you can actually spend anything from £30 up to £2,000. So if you've got other things you've been wanting to buy from ShopOnTV and we haven't had PayPal available for them, maybe you were looking for a mattress or some bedding or other products that we sell, now's the time to get them because you can put them all in your basket. You'll only pay the one postage and packing fee. And then you can spread that over 3 months if that's what you so wish to do. And it's very simple. In fact, we'll show you. If you go to the website shopontv.co.uk, and then you can go to latest shows products and scroll down, and then we will select. Now, fortunately, it's not in stock, the original bundle. Select something, anything you like. Shall we add the actual air glide to the basket? And then you're going to go check out, or what is it, buy now. All right, we're going to sign in with one of our producers. And then there should be somewhere that you have PayPal. No, I can't, the screen's too far away, I can't see. Is there PayPal on this? You'll see it during the checkout process anyway, and then all you have to do is select that as your payment method, and then just select PayPal Pay in 3. Simple as that. It's on the next page. I can't see what the red thingy says. Yeah, listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to do it now because it's actually our other producer's legitimate account, and we don't want to go spending all our money at this time of night. Or do we? Anyway, I should have been in panto. I've never done a panto. Crazy, isn't it? Anyway, it is new today. We're at half the stock gone now. You've got to be quick if you want it. I'm sorry, I don't want to be pushy. It's not the way I roll. But we're only a third of the way through the show, and we've got about half the stock already now completely spoken for. So I don't know. Maybe I'll read some more reviews, Martha. That's what I'll do. Martha's just getting reset for her next demonstration. Here is another review from the Power Glide. And this is one I say, go forth and look on Google or your favorite search engine, because if you go to the aircraft, if you Google or if you search for aircraft Power Glide, there is so much that's been written about this, so many good things that have been said about it. It really is phenomenal. It's good housekeeping approved. This is from, is that Lane? Or Laney, maybe? Or Lane? I don't know. Clean's a treat. Actually, I don't think she's Southern. Bought this to replace an electric one that I had. No, she's definitely not Southern. This is far superior in both cleaning and use. It's very easy to use, lightweight, and extremely quiet. The pads are really easy to fit on the machine and wash up very well. I don't use the built-in cleaner, preferring to use a hand spray instead. Well, you can do that, that's fine. The runtime's very good and enables me to clean floors in the toilet, hall, kitchen, dining room and conservatory without it needing to be recharged. I really like the large pads as they enable cleaning right up to the edges of the floors, which my other machine didn't do properly. I also like that it's battery operated and I'm not juggling with wires from room to room, something that is safer for me being elderly. I did think hard and long before purchasing this, but I wish I'd bought it sooner, as it's made my life so much easier. You know, that's an interesting point. If you are elderly, and as I think I mentioned, if you do have less strength in your limbs and your extremities, I know so many people do recommend this for people in your particular situation, because it is effortless. Nice big buttons, they're easy. You know, you don't need sort of precision fingers, big fumbly fingers like mine to turn it on and to be able to spray, to activate the spray. The main on-off button is a kick switch, so it's easy. Just everything about it. It's a nice big ergonomically designed handle. You'll notice also that my Velcro stuck to the floor. Oh, come here. Yeah. Sorry, I was showing the handle bit. There we go. It's got what do you call it? It's got a guard on it. So again, you're not going to find that your hand slips off, and you can use that back guard to pull. It is, you could operate it with 2 fingers. It's incredibly simple. Oof. And then to adjust it as well, the actual adjustment is simple. It's got a nice big button on it with a nice big sort of knurled thumb area. So it can go up and down. You can see all of those different levels of adjustment that it has. So you can go from high to low really, really easily, and it's very lightweight too. But the thing is also that once you've actually got it assembled, and if you are elderly and you need a little help putting it together, then I'm sure somebody would help you to do that. You can actually push it around. It doesn't take a lot of lifting in order to maneuver it. Here's another review. This is from an Amazon customer. Brilliant piece of kit. I don't often write reviews, but in this instance, I just had to. This is the best floor cleaner I've ever used. The mop and bucket have been thrown into the bin. As a disabled person, I really couldn't mop the floor. It just killed me. This machine can be driven with 1 finger. That is just like I was saying. It's so light and easy to use. The pads are easy to put on. And when I cleaned my laminate floor, kitchen floor and wet room floor, I could see the difference. No more slippery floors, they were just clean. I almost don't know what to say, as I may sound totally mad waxing lyrical about a floor cleaner. That's the best thing to do with a floor cleaner, to wax about it. I no longer dread cleaning the floor. In fact, I can just sit on a stool in the middle of my kitchen and let the machine do its work. That's how easy it is to use. Yes, there are cheaper options out there, but if you can afford it, go for it. And look, yes, there are. I want to make a point on this as well. Mr. Paul, how keen are you for some close-ups? Yes, there are cheaper products, but at the end of the day, you get what you pay for, don't you? And you know, you pay cheap, you buy twice, or you buy cheap. You pay cheap, you buy cheap, you pay twice. So what I want to show you is, I want you to see how well this is made. The sheer quality of all of the components, it is just, as I say, it's what I call over-engineered. There's the back section where the battery goes. Again, then you just literally put your lithium-ion battery in there. Again, remember, when you get it, the battery's in the bottom. This is the battery that operates the head, that operates the motors. The battery that operates the handle, because there is no cabling between the handle and the head. So the battery has like a radio frequency that it's like a remote control. Essentially, that's what the handle is, a remote control that operates the head, just like a remote control car kind of thing. But then here's the business end with these motors. I can feel these motors. If you try and turn, they are really, really top quality motors. And they have to be, because they're turning at 250 revolutions per minute. That's why they run off a big battery. They've got a lot of torque, and that means scrubbing power. So these really are agitating in cahoots or in combination with the pads. They are doing a proper, thorough, deep scrubbing clean. There's more scrubbing power here, I would say, than there is in your hands and your elbows if you did it manually. Again, 250 beats a minute, or revolutions per minute. Time a minute and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I got to, 60, and I'd had enough. Very, very easy to maneuver. It really looks beautiful. It's such a handsome looking machine, and it just works. So if you do know someone who's elderly, maybe if you're not buying it for yourself, maybe you'll have a good workout with your vacuum cleaner or your mop or whatever. Some people do like hard work. I don't, but you know, for your mother, for your father, for your parents-in-law, your whoever it may be, anyone in your family who maybe isn't as strong as they used to be. If you do know people, if you have friends or family who are disabled or wheelchair bound, this would be absolutely ideal for them. But also, you know, if you're able-bodied and you're like me, you just don't like hard work, I mean, let's face it, even if you do, I don't mind hard work when occasionally, and if it's worth doing well, right? But if you can do something that's normally hard work and painful, but you could do it quicker, more effectively, and more easily, wouldn't you? Or would you? Maybe there are people who say, no, that's far too easy for me. Sorry, no, got to stop you there. I much prefer, I want to get down on my hands and knees, and I want a good hard scrub. And I don't care if my knees are aching at the end of the day, my back's killing me, and my arms, you know, I can barely move, barely pick up my sandwich with my hand because my arms have gone stiff, or hands have gone stiff. Maybe there are people like that. I don't know, Martha. It is possible. There's naught so queer as folk, as they say. But if you want to do it the easy way, you cannot, with your hands, replicate what this machine does, I don't think. Not easily. Not unless you're some sort of elite fitness athlete. You've got to check out your basket, though. I'm just sort of hearing we're getting close to now. It's moving towards, a lot more than way past half the stock. You've got to check out now. And it's brand new for us today. We will obviously get it back again if we possibly can. But you know what? Even if we got this back next week, you wouldn't have PayPal. We're not going to have PayPal paying. And by the way, that is not some ploy to make you buy more when we've got PayPal. It's something to do. I don't know. It's the accounting side of the company, and I don't quite get it. Look, we all have been asking and trying for, since day one to get our multi-pay system in place, and we will. It is coming soon, I promise. But for now, for whatever fiscal reasons or operational reasons, PayPal is only available for a short period of time. And actually, who was that? Did you say? Christopher says hi. Hello, one of our regular viewers. Hi, Christopher. Doing a great job tonight despite the technical. Do you know what? I wouldn't have minded at the top. It's just I didn't know whether I was supposed to be talking. I couldn't hear as to whether I was supposed to be talking or not. And it's when you lose your ability to hear your producer and director, it's the weirdest thing. It's like somebody's cut you off from the world. And unfortunately, I could tell right away it's nothing they could fix in the studio. I had to just kind of get it working enough. But you don't need to know about our technical issues anyway, but I appreciate that, Christopher. Yeah, why don't you buy one of these? Because they're really, really good. It's as simple as that. Check out now. Then it'll be yours. It'll be with you in a few days. You can start using it. And the minute it arrives at your home, you can start cleaning your floors that much easier.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with ShopOnTV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with ShopOnTV. At ShopOnTV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly, conveniently and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service, every step of the way from design to dispatch. Our nightly live broadcast is your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So, when it's time to shop, shop on TV. ShopOnTV broadcasts live across the nation, every night from midnight to 3, exclusively on ITV1 and STV. Away from your television, we've got you covered. The live broadcast is also streamed on our website, shopontv.co.uk, and on our YouTube channel at ShopOnTV Live, where you can catch up on anything you've missed. Our nightly show features a carefully curated collection of must-have items at budget-friendly prices. Many of our TV offers are only available for a limited time, or while stocks last. So before you go to bed, why not make it your nighttime ritual to tune in and check out the latest and greatest before it's too late. ShopOnTV, outstanding quality, remarkable value and tremendous savings. Every night from midnight to 3 on ITV1 and STV.
So I said you have to squeeze it really hard to make it squeal. Hi, you're watching ShopOnTV. How are you? This is, it's a show of cleaning. We're very clean here at ShopOnTV. My name is Rob Lock, by the way, with an E. And very, very lovely emails that people are sending in. Thank you. And in fact, what was the gentleman's name? Who? Jim just emailed in to say, I thought he said that I looked like the milkshake man. And I thought, who's the milkshake man? And then I was corrected. No. Apparently he thinks I look like the milk tray man. Do you remember those ads? You're basically saying that I'm James Bond. Because that's who he was, wasn't he? He used to slip into girls' bedrooms and deliver chocolates. Actually, when you think back, yes, breaking and entering, but with a happy ending. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful night. And thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. It's because I'm wearing all black. I'll tell you why. It's because I had, my son and I shared a big family bucket of KFC before we came to work and I felt really bloated. So I just wore all black. So hopefully you can see as little of me as possible, Martha. That's why I'm doing it. Yeah. This is Martha, by the way.
Good evening.
She is astonishing.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's very kind.
Martha and I, we've worked together for years, haven't we?
We have. We go way
Yeah.
back.
Apart from being an expert demonstrator, Martha is also one of the best producers in the business.
Thank you very much.
Martha has produced me on numerous occasions.
I mean, there was that time when it was just me and you for months on end.
That's right, yes. When we were on ITV the last time.
Yes.
I know.
Indeed.
Good times. And now she's scrubbing the floors. But no, she's
well,
not.
I'm not.
No, she's not.
Exactly.
In fact, you couldn't. When I look at your boots, I feel like you've just come in from the paddock.
Yes.
And now, and it's like, and that's what this product reminds me of. It reminds me of. It's a very high class product.
Yeah.
And so we've got a very high-class person to present it to you.
Thank you.
But you can do this without getting your joppers dirty, can't you?
You absolutely can. You don't need to get anything dirty. You know what? You don't need to get anything wet either.
No.
This
God
uses, uses no heat. There's no steam. You'll notice there's no leads or plugs or anything on the aircraft power glide. It's been built out of a need from a machine that was used. You'll see them in airports and in hotel lobbies.
Hospitals.
Yeah, hospitals where they need to clean big, expansive areas really well and really quickly. And the entrepreneur that made this from aircraft saw that and thought, I can make that into a domestic version. Yeah. And this is actually on Amazon, the #1 in the floor polishers, and it's got nearly 1,000 reviews. Yeah,
over 900 reviews on Amazon.
Yeah.
And look, listen, we're not in.
Go there,
really,
have a look.
I wouldn't say we are particularly trying to compete with Amazon. I think we'd be foolish to even think about trying. We do beat Amazon sometimes on prices, but we're very specific. I think there's enough room for everybody. I think Amazon will survive. But I mean, listen, who doesn't go to Amazon first to see if you can get it cheaper there? I do. And to read the reviews as well. Before I make any buying decision, I check it out. So yeah, have a little look through them if you want. I believe we do beat their price though. Is that correct? So we've got a bundle. So essentially, we give you more stuff.
Yeah, normally
it
comes with
price.
4 of the pads, and today you're getting 10, I was going to add up then 10 of the pads. So 2 of the scrubbing ones, which is the silver and grey, the silver and white ones, 4 of the pink, which are your buffing ones, and then 4 of the blue microfiber. They're all microfiber actually, but the blue ones are the universal pads. So
I will say this actually, there is a chance you might get 4 of the scrubbing pads, because there was some confusion over to whether you get 2 or 4. But I'm not going to mention that.
Alrighty, don't mention that, sir. Shall we get going? Because I've got a really clean floor. Or
yeah.
what I think is
Should we
really
start
clean
from
floor.
the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start at the beginning.
Over to you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome
to this fabulous machine. If you are absolutely sick and tired of being on your hands and knees scrubbing away, or maybe you've got a dirty old mop and bucket, you're pushing water around the floor. I remember my mum, I think she used to do the kitchen floor once a week after the Sunday roast, because of obviously all that fat and horrible things that would come out when you were cooking. And on a Sunday night, she would put the chairs up on top of the table. Nobody could go in the kitchen after she'd mopped it, and then nobody would be allowed to go in until the morning, because that's how long it would take for the floor to dry. We're going to use some water. You can use the power of water, but what we've got on here is microfiber pads, and the microfiber works brilliantly along with that rotating action, 250 revolutions a minute. That microfiber is going to cling to all the dirt and the debris and
grease?
the oil and the grease.
Will it do grease?
Absolutely, all of it.
And fat.
And fat as
Spitting
well,
from
yeah.
the pan,
Think about things like in your bathroom as well. My husband manages to get toothpaste everywhere. I've got no idea how he does it, but just toothpaste and grime everywhere. I've got a dog. I love him, but he's a nightmare. Again, dirt and debris everywhere. So, he's not very slobbery.
No, he's not slobbery.
He's just got very
dirty paws.
Big dirty paws.
Big dirty paws.
Big dirty paws, bless him. So our floor right now, if we have a little look, it looks really clean, doesn't it? It's a lovely kind of oak laminate that we've got down there. But we're going to prove to you, this is the clean that we, the dirt that we don't see. So really easily, I don't have to bend down or anything. I've got a telescopic pole, so I can adjust it to whatever height I like. I like a nice long pole.
I like the idea of that lady in the review that said that she just puts a stool in the middle of the room and works around her.
How perfect is that?
We'll read loads more reviews in a minute.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's okay. I put a little bit of water. You can put up to 300 ml of water. I'm using my foot there to point out where the water bug is. And you can put about 5 ml of detergent in if you've got particularly hard stains. Maybe you like to clean with just the power of water, and that's brilliant. But if you use a liquid detergent like your Flashes, your Dettols, or indeed if you get Blue Magic from ShopOnTV, that's a perfect one to go in there.
Yes.
You've then got an on and an off button. The on button, you'll know it's on down there because your LED lights have come on, and that allows you to work into the corners. You know, when you get down the side of the fridge and you can't quite see what's down there, or near the washing machine, those lights are going to guide you
So
through.
remember, you have to. So think of it as two components.
Yeah.
The head is separate from the handle. You have to turn the head on, and then the handle is essentially a remote control for the head.
Yeah.
So you have, once your LED lights are on, if your LED lights don't come on once you put the battery in and kick the button, make sure you've taken, there's a plastic, when you get this new, there's a little piece of plastic over the battery contacts to preserve the battery. Check that they've been taken out the way. Okay?
Lovely. And the battery just, when you get it in the box, like Rob just said, it will have that little strip on there. It literally just pops in. It can't go in any other way, and you'll hear it click in and clunk click, that you hear that build quality in there. Obviously then just putting your poles on, and again, little stoppers in there, they just attach as you would. I mean, if you've ever put a vacuum cleaner together, it's exactly the same way.
Yeah.
We've got it on at the bottom. I'll pop some water in.
Is it screws? A couple of little screws to assemble it? Is
No
that
screws. No, it's all clunk clicks.
Oh, it's all clunky click.
We love a clunk click. Yeah,
a little
absolutely.
pushy sprung loaded
It will
button.
take you seconds out of the box to put
Oh,
it together.
good. Maybe we should have done that.
Yeah, I'll show you that later on. So I'm going to clean this apparently clean floor. On goes my power button. I'm going to pop a little bit of water down just to get it going. And already you can see, if you've only just joined us, you can see how that glides through. I've just got one light hand on there, and it's going edge to edge as well.
And they're like wheels. I mean, it helps move the machine, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. It gives it the momentum that sort of guides you along. It's certainly not in any way, shape or form taxing. You were saying earlier, I mean, it's quite relaxing in a way.
Well, it has got the quiet mark, hasn't it? The quiet,
It has,
quiet
just
mark seal.
60 decibels. So if you've got little ones sleeping, maybe you come around and you clean your elderly parents' floor, and maybe they're having a rest.
You live in a flat and you've got
Yeah, if you
noisy
live-
Hoover and the neighbours start
absolutely.
banging on the ceiling and all of that.
And it's taken me seconds to do that floor. You can already see the shine that's on there. I'm just going to give it a quick going over because I have put a little bit of water down. Obviously,
What I
if
love is
you've
it
got-
cleans, it polishes, it scrubs.
Yeah,
It's
buffs.
sort of multi-purpose.
Oh, it
Buffs,
really
yes.
is. You're going to get a beautiful showroom floor
Showroom
after this.
shine.
A showroom shine. So just going over everything, and I just want to show you, I'll turn it off now, how clean that is, or how dirty that was. If you have a look at that. That's horrible, isn't it? We thought it was a clean floor, but now you know. If you've got little babies crawling around quite often with their hands,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know, this is a really clean floor now, a barefoot clean floor. And I'll prove to you as well that it isn't a wet floor. So maybe you're thinking, oh, I've got very expensive wood flooring. I'm just going to pop this on the floor because I don't want to put it on that plasma screen because that would be rude. A little bit
Break
of
it, you buy
tissue
them
here
after.
just to prove to you how dry it is, which is absolutely phenomenal. So totally dry.
I really-
Yeah, apologies, Rob, I was
No,
saying.
go ahead, please.
Just because I know a house I used to live in, we put all these, I mean, flooring is so expensive. We put all this wooden flooring down, and we were really concerned that if we put any water whatsoever on it, it was going to cause an issue.
Yeah.
Well, you can see how dry. It's only an issue when it's sitting water, and this has lifted up all of that. And we used quite a lot on there, and it is bone dry now. So we love
What I
love
thought
that.
interesting, another one of the reviewers said that they like to use their own spray as well. You don't have to
Yeah.
put it in the head. You could use a spritz if you wanted to.
You absolutely could,
Yeah,
yeah. But
yeah.
you're allowed to use, we say 5 ml of detergent. So 5 ml is about a teaspoon. So what I would recommend you do is fill up your little pot, which is just here. This is a 200 ml pot that comes in it, and then maybe measure out a teaspoon, pop it in, mix it already, and then put it in your
Right.
machine.
Because if it foams too much, it can.
Yeah, and you don't want to kind of be pouring because then you can't judge how much
No,
you're putting in
no,
there.
no, no.
So 5
I'd just
ml
go,
is a
if you've got the Blue
teaspoon.
Magic, just bish bash bosh Blue Magic, spray it straight on the floor and
Great
just go over it
idea.
with the mop.
Great idea.
And in terms of polishes, you can go and buy some polish, just some regular sort of floor polish, and just put a couple
Yeah.
of dabs on the bottom of the pads.
Absolutely, yeah. I
A
wish
dab
we'd
on the pad.
Do you know what? Next time we're on, if we're nice and set, I will do that because I
Okay.
don't think I've seen anyone do that. And there's nothing nicer. There's a lovely. Do you know what, Rob? This goes to show. I don't want to reference that I own something with wooden floorings, but I live on a boat normally, and there's nothing nicer than polishing up. There's an almond flavoured one. And it's like the floors are marzipan. It's delicious smelling.
marzipan
And
floors.
it's all sort of
Joe, I
shiny and
love
buffed.
marzipan.
We'll do that, shall we?
I'm a
next
sucker
time,
for a
absolutely.
Battenberg, mate.
Yeah, me too, absolutely.
Or as Paul calls it, window cake. Because he's from up north, apparently. Is that what they call it? Does that means that you call it window cake because you're from north of Watford? Because it looks like a window. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I know. I love it. They've got mini ones as well. They've got little mini Battenbergs, which my son doesn't like. So I buy the mini Battenbergs, and I feel that I've done my part. I bought some snacks for the household, and then David's like, "No, I don't like them." Oh no, that's a shame. Oh. All right, I'll have yours then. Don't worry. Don't worry. We won't waste them. Anyway, should we read a review or two? What do you think? No, we can do. I'll do whatever you want, Leslie. I'm sorry. I just think the reviews are really strong reviews, aren't they? So if you've got loads of them, I might as well. You know, if you don't, I was requesting. I wasn't demanding. She's got 20 reviews and another 900 on Amazon if we need them. So this is from another Amazon. Well, it looks like we've pinched them all from Amazon as it is. Brilliant piece of kit. I don't often write reviews, but in this instance, I just have I read this one before? I have read this one before. Okay. Dawn, here's a new one. She says, "Wow, I love this." Not necessarily like that though. This genius machine has changed my life. I'm disabled, so having a machine to do the job is fantastic. It's so lightweight and can be used one-handed. My kitchen floor was disgusting. My sons do their best, but now I can actually do it myself. Remember the batteries in the handle or it won't work. I bought all the pads to help me. Expensive, but worth every penny spent. I highly recommend this for the disabled community who have issues with mobility. You need this. I've sat on my stool using this. Genius, amazing, easy to use. From Dawn, yeah.
That's brilliant.
Can I say, yeah, it's expensive is a relative term, isn't it? It's expensive compared to what? Well, it's expensive compared to a cheap bit of tat, yeah. It's expensive compared to a machine that is made of cheap old plastic and has weak motors that don't do a good job. But at the end of the day, it is yes, it's 200 quid. It is slightly higher than price than some kitchen floor cleaning devices you can buy, but this has premium motors in it. Because the thing is, I know that the designer, being an entrepreneur, what they didn't want, I remember these from stories of old, that he didn't want a situation where people got it and then it didn't do the job properly. It's got to do the job. You know, if you need a tractor to plough a field, there's no point trying to do it in a Renault Clio. It's not going to work. But a Renault Clio is cheaper than a tractor. You know, it's a false economy. So yes, you may pay a little bit more, but it's because it's a premium product and works well.
I have to say as well, Rob, I don't know if you're the same as me, but I will write a review for something when something blows my mind.
Yeah.
I want everyone to know about it. And
the only time I do it.
Because, yeah, and it is the only time you do it, because you just want everybody out there to know I'm a real person. You know, obviously we're on Shopping TV right now. We're showing you it to the best of its ability. But to go on Amazon and see those reviews from nearly 1,000 people, that's so empowering, and it should put your mind at ease that this is just a brilliant product. That I know it seems like a silly thing to say that it's life-changing, but if it gives you that extra half an hour, if it makes you feel more house proud, you know, we're so proud of the things that we own. You want to keep a beautiful house, don't you? Especially when you've got a busy family life. You know, it's such a lovely thing for everything to be clean, and this is what the Power Glide's going to do.
Well, you know, what's your hourly rate, ladies and gentlemen at home? What do you charge yourself out at on an hourly basis? You know, what's your time worth?
You know what, Rob? If you've got a cleaning business, what a brilliant thing to have.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
Anybody with a cleaning business. And I was thinking as well earlier, when was the last time I did any real mopping? And I used to work for, when I was a teenager, I used to work for a fast food restaurant. And then in my 20s, I worked in pubs. And every night when the pubs, you had to put the tables up on the chairs, get the mop out, and it would take forever to mop it.
Yeah.
And it never looked good.
Back-breaking
pub
work.
floors,
No, for sure.
So for anybody with like a small business, I think it's a great thing to have as well.
Because we're talking about 20 square metres in a minute, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
So that could be 4 metres by 5 metres, or it could be 10 metres by 2 metres, or, you know, however
It's not going to take the half an hour it took me to
No,
mop the
you're
punter
just
in Cambridge.
demonstrating this. But that not only is cleaning more quickly,
Yeah.
it's it's also because the 3 kilos, probably 2 of that's in the head, and it's for a reason. The weight of the head is on the is on the floor. So to maneuver it around, it's very, very simple because the actual handle and the aluminium tube is really, really lightweight. Batteries, lithium-ion batteries, they can be a little heavy, and that's right in the end. There, I'm using my foot now to demonstrate. But the point of the weight in the head is that it's pushing down on the dirt. So you've got, because look, if you were going to do this with your hands, what would you do? You'd push hard, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
On the dirt, and then you do the rotating. So what this is mimicking is it's mimicking you with if I took a pad on each hand like this, and I pushed them on the floor and went like this 250 times. No. Forget it. The machine does it. That looks weird. Hi there. The machine does it for you. Oh, we've got another live testimonial that's just come in from somebody who's written in on email. Oh, hold on. Bear with. Sorry, Carl. I'll be right with you. Excuse me one sec. Right. What did Carl say? He says, evening to the legend, did you say the word legend? That is Rob Lock with an E. Yes, I am a legend because I'm old and mostly forgotten. What was that? And the entire Shop on TV crew as well. Fabulous. Hey, hi there. My family have owned an aircraft power glide since January. It's a great bit of kit, he says. Very easy to use. And as my elderly father says, a joy to clean with. When cleaning is referred to as a joy, you know you've found a thoroughly decent product. Thank you, Carl. Really appreciate that. Do you know that's a really interesting thing? I don't know about when you become sort of when you're being described as elderly, because I haven't got there yet. But look, I've turned 52. I know I'm not in the best shape at the moment, and I should be, but everything starts to ache, everything gets a bit stiff, and everything just becomes that little bit more difficult the older you get. But I can imagine there's a huge issue of independence here, that when you do get to a certain age, and particularly if you live alone, or if you're a couple, but you're an elderly couple, it's about having the independence to be able to do stuff for yourself. And I think it seems from the reviews that we've been reading, this gives a lot of independence to people who maybe would not have the independence with other products. Here's another review. Let's do one more before we go back to Martha. Oh, this one's a quickie. It's from Jackie Durham. What a great name. Hi, Jackie Durham here, solving crime. I love this product. I have hard floors downstairs, from oak to limestone. This machine is a game changer. Allows me to wash all floors in just 2 charges. It's a large area, effortless to use, and a great finish. I mean, that was a really good point Martha made. Nothing motivates me to leave a review unless I really am either extremely happy or extremely unhappy. And for these people to be saying these are genuine, absolutely genuine, unsolicited reviews. In fact, a lot of them have come from the Amazon reviews, which you're welcome to go and look through yourself. And we've had 2, now that's unusual, 2 people tonight who have actually sent us a live email. So that at this time in the morning, they've been able to, to take the time to write a review, send it in to us. And I think that's great, Martha. I mean, but we're at 2/3 of the stock, basically. I don't know if this is going to last the night. You've got to check, if you want use, you've got to check out to get it. You've got to pay. Use PayPal if you want. Remember, PayPal is available today. Now, the question is, today, yes, so it'll probably be available up until midnight tonight, but that's it. And then it's going to be gone for a few days, for a few weeks. So if you want to be able to spread the cost interest-free with PayPal Pay in 3, now's the time to do it. You've got to do it now. If not tonight, then a little bit later in the morning. And say that again, please, Martha. Leslie. and check, if there's other stuff you want to add into your basket. Remember, you can actually put up to £2,000 worth, or you can get approval for up to £2,000 worth of product with PayPal Pay in 3. So if there are other things you want to put in. Now, unfortunately, again, our apologies. We cannot deliver this to Northern Ireland. We cannot deliver it to the Channel Islands. It's to the UK mainland and Scottish mainland only. It's the big lithium-ion battery that's the issue, because it comes in the pack. I guess we'll have to look at maybe selling an option that doesn't have the battery, and you'll have to go and buy it. But then the batteries are specialist batteries, aren't they? Yeah. It's a tough one. We are trying to find a way around it. I don't know what the answer is, but if we can find a solution, we will. I keep looking over to Martha because she's down on her haunches, bless her, waiting patiently and subserviently for me to shut up and let her get on with it.
I'm watching the ketchup and the mustard congeal under the very hot studio lights, and I'm thinking, this is a tougher challenge by the second. I've got my dirty pads on there. I just want to show you how easy and quick it is to remove your pads. So there's nothing, you don't have to get it bang on. They are 8 inches roughly, 21 centimetres, and you'll see that the rotating mechanism there is slightly smaller. They're supposed to overhang, so don't think, oh gosh, they've sent me the wrong size. They're supposed to overhang so that you can go edge to edge. So really easy to take off.
Yeah, because you don't want hard plastic going up against your skirting board. You want
you can bung those in the washing machine on 40 degrees. Don't put any fabric conditioner in there for any of the colours of them, because fabric conditioner and microfiber, they're not very good friends. Fabric conditioner, as you said earlier, Rob, is full of things like oils, and that will affect the
absorbency.
Yes, I was going to say affect the effectiveness, but that's because it's 1:30 in the morning. But yes, don't use your fabric conditioner. You don't need to anyway, because they're nice and soft as they are. They dry really quickly as well. You can pop them on the line to line dry. I wouldn't tumble dry them. What I tend to do is just pop them, on your radiator. They just pop them on the top of the radiator. And
microfiber dries so gosh darn flanging quick.
Yeah, isn't it? Also, as well, if you forget any of that and you think, oh, I've forgotten what Martha said, there's a little care label on the back, just like you would have in any of your clothes, so you can see.
And they are replaceable as well. We stock extras if you want.
Yes, I believe
we will eventually.
We
haven't got them at the
moment. But you know what, Mike? I know, and we'll know this from working in ShopOnTV for so many years. I've got some microfiber cloths I got from a previous shopping channel. Mm-hmm. Literally, I think they've been with me for nearly 2 decades. They last, don't they, microfiber? They do. Please do some reading about microfiber, because it's got incredible properties.
We are not a shopping channel. I want to make this clear. I know that we have come from shopping channel, from working for other shopping channels. This is ITV1 and STV, ladies and gentlemen. We are a shopping show. So, we are bringing you a curated offering of products that we've been able to find at great prices. And again, these come all direct from suppliers, from the supplier direct to your door. And so I just want to distinguish, because actually sometimes shopping television can have a bit of a stigma attached to it these days. Do you know what I mean? We are nothing to do with any previous shopping channel. We are not associated as a company with any previous shopping channel, particularly any ones that didn't survive. In fact, if anything, the only association is our CEO ran a previous shopping channel from almost bankruptcy into profitability, and then left, and then the people that took it over ran it into the ground. So I just want to make that absolutely clear. And it's not to disagree with you. I just want to say I think we're a bit more upmarket than that. We are a team of consumer journalists fighting to find the best products that money can buy.
Actually, funny you should say that, because this product itself has been, on the consumer little chat they do on This Morning.
Yeah.
It's gone on This Morning. That's how good the product is, that they featured it.
I like to call this show This Morning Tonight.
There you are, yes.
That's what I wanted to call it, and I was overruled.
They featured it during, I believe it was during lockdown, when everybody was obviously looking after their houses so much because they were at home. They wanted a beautiful environment. Anyway, I'm really concerned that this has been very, very dry. You know what? It's a tough demo, and we're going to prove it to you. So you'll notice you don't have to line anything up. You can just pop them on, and I'm going to use the grey and white scrubbing pads. These are for your most extreme cases. So on this floor, I've put some foundation down, I've put some ketchup down, there's wax crayons on there, there's things like lipstick, there's that yellow mustard, which is really horrible, great on hot dogs, not good on the floor. Coffee
Martha, can I just interrupt you for a sec?
Yes.
Thanks, carry on.
Oh. Such a kind man. Bit of mascara there as well for you, and the coffee went absolutely everywhere. So, shall we get cracking? If I can get up, because I've been down there for a while.
You haven't reached my age yet.
It's hard, isn't it, on the knees? There we are.
I like getting older because then it's an excuse. Oh,
so,
my age.
Popping it on, light on the front with just a tap of my foot. I feel like we're starting the dance, aren't we?
Yes, and remember that doesn't turn the head on because otherwise it would go flying off. Well, no.
It absolutely was. So it's been designed that way. There's no waiting for it to heat up. You'll notice I've got no cords whatsoever as well because it's all based on that rechargeable battery. I'm going to press the on button, which is just at the top of your telescopic pole here. You can move your pole up and down as well. Apologies, my lovely director. To a level that you would like it at. I like a nice long pole. So we're going to press it on. And we're going to get going. We do need a little bit of water or detergent on it this time. This is just the power of water. So I'm going ahead. You can see that shoots out in front of you to help get all of that mess up. Now that ketchup was horrible. I don't know, when I'm making dinner for my nephews, they cover everything in ketchup. And I would say about 50% of it ends up on the kitchen floor.
Yeah.
I remember actually my very good friend, Bex, she used to have one of those clear plastic mats under the dining table when her kids were little.
Oh, right.
Just all the food would just go on the floor.
Yeah, true.
Not being a mum myself, I don't know how David was. Did he
David,
ever
no, he was pretty clean.
get the food in
I
his
do have
mouth?
some video of him when he was a toddler eating spaghetti, and it was all over his face and in his hair and that. But he was only a year and a half old. No, he's pretty well house trained.
Very good. And again, I forgot to ask my director to get a photograph. Lovely. We've done this in absolute seconds. I haven't even had to really
And to be frank, you're
look at
going
what
over
I'm doing.
you're flogging a dead horse because you've already cleaned it.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
I know.
I can't believe it got that really yellow mustard completely gone. So this is your laminate in your kitchen, but it could be your tiles. It could be slate tiles, terracotta, marble. It could be... you know, they have quite a lot of, I want to say like a concrete amalgam. Have you seen that really fancy?
Amalgam.
Yeah, it's fancy new.
Oh,
it's got all the little flecks in it.
Yes, I have
It's called
seen.
something like, it begins with T. Maybe our lovely producer will find out. I want to say it's called Terrazzano flooring.
Terrazzano.
It's really pretty, but gets really, really dirty.
Yeah.
We are totally done.
This is...
And it's looking beautiful. Shall I show you the gross,
Go ahead. Yes.
the gross underside? Look at me.
Gross underside.
Look at me gross underside.
Look at me gross. Always me underside's well gross.
But you can see the power there of the scrubbing. I probably could have done that with the blue, but sometimes, you know, you just want to go all in and really challenge the unit, and we have really challenged it. Oh, look at that. Everything that was there. So foundation, ketchup, mustard, there was some mascara down there, wax crayons, lipstick.
Quite a party.
It was definitely we had a really lovely party. And now, not only is it clean, but it's bone dry as well, which we absolutely love.
It really, really, really does what it says on the tin. And as we're learning increasingly tonight, the big selling point here, more than anything else, is that it is a machine that takes all the elbow grease out of cleaning. It scrubs, it buffs, it polishes, and it does it at 250 revolutions per minute. It's to do that manually would require an enormous amount of effort. And even, you know, when you use a regular mop, have you ever you go back and forth a few times with a regular mop, or one of those, even if you've got a microfiber spray mop, again, you're doing all the scrubbing, and sometimes you have to go back and forth over a particular part of the floor, right? Yeah, you agree? And sometimes you really got to push quite hard, and sometimes it just still doesn't get it out. It's all motorized. All of that manual kinetic energy that is being exerted from your muscles to try and lift that stain, you know, you're just going around with fingertip control, light as a feather, no strength, basic muscle sort of strength required only. It's the head of the machine. It's most of its weight. It's only 3 kilos, but most of its weight is in the head. So there is compression on the floor, the equivalent of you pushing, and then you have dual action scrubbing, And that is the equivalent of you doing this 250 times in a minute. I tried it and I did, in 25 seconds, I managed 60. And I was cream crackered. And now my arms are aching. I'm going to wake up in the morning and go, what's this? It's a really, really pristine, prestigious, quality, premium looking machine. When you get it at home, you'll not only see the quality, hopefully you can see that now, but you'll feel the quality when you touch the components and the way everything so positively clicks together. And it's quiet as well. It's got the quiet mark. It's good housekeeping approved and recommended. You can use any liquid floor cleaner or just plain water if you want to. It comes with the little pot that you put it into the front of the machine with. You get all different hard floors. You can go from one hard floor to another, whether it's wood, tile, lino, laminate. I mean, all the different things that we've been talking about tonight. You can get down nice and low and get under stuff. And again, this scrubs. It does the hard scrubbing, the wax on, wax off. And without scratching, by the way. Oh, and I wondered why the little putty tat was there, because it's quiet. It doesn't scare your pets. I mean, it's elbow grease in a handheld unit, and it cleans those hard to reach areas. Height adjustable handle and easy storage. Now that white version was the previous version. The new model is this lovely, gorgeous sort of sports car, black and silver. It's just lovely. Please do, if you want to take some time before you buy, go and read the reviews. There are hundreds of them. Have a look at the Amazon reviews. There are about 900 of them. The 5-star reviews are almost endless. In fact, should we have a read of another review? But before we do that, Leslie would like to do some emails. Elizabeth emailed. Hi Elizabeth, how are you doing? So pleased to have tuned into the show, she says. I've been looking for a long time to buy a cleaner that would be good for her floors and easy on her hands. She has arthritis. Makes a big difference being able to keep your independence, like I was saying earlier actually. So she's ordered it and is looking forward to using it. Elizabeth, thank you very much. I think you'll find that you will be really pleased with this. We've had lots and lots and lots of reviews from people in the disabled community who absolutely swear by this because of its ease of use. My mum has chronic arthritis. Actually, this would be a good thing for her, although she's got carpets, that's the only thing. But yeah, that's the only reason you wouldn't buy this, if you've got carpets. Although you could buy it still for the bathrooms and the kitchen, I suppose. Yeah. Go ahead, Leslie. Louis, or Lewis, depending on which, says, hi to Rob. Looking like David Hasselhoff. I've never had that one before. Wow. Thank you. I always wanted to be Knight Rider. Anyway, that was it. That's all I had to say about that. I always wanted a car like the Knight Rider car, Kit. I was telling my son about this the other day, that they did a remake of it with a Ford Mustang and it was a complete catastrophe. Just didn't work. But anyway, but also says, and the brilliant crew as well. Yes, indeed, they are brilliant. That is very true. Just want to say, it's an awesome piece of kit and really easy to use. And he said the over-engineering is a charm. It is over-engineered. But do you know what? Listen, if you think about it, how many motorized things have you experienced in your time where you can just by holding the motor slow it down? I'm trying to think of what sort of motor. I've done it on numerous things, but I can't think what off the top of my head. For these motors to be able to scrub effectively, they have to be powerful motors. For the motors to drive a powerful motor, you have to have a really, really big solid battery. That battery will give you up to 30 minutes runtime and only takes 2 hours to charge. But because it's lithium ion, it might take you a couple of hours to charge it the first time. But once it's charged, you can keep it plugged in if you want to. Pops out really easily. So I know the inventor of this decided from day one, when they decided to make it, that you don't want a thing where when you push a little bit onto the handle, that it slows the motors down. What would the point of that be? The motors are so strong in this for the price, and they probably are overkill. But it's always, airplanes are designed to a standard which is called 6 Sigma. And Six Sigma means that they're so over-engineered. They're engineered to the point where their capabilities, all of the components, their capabilities go so far beyond what is required to function normally, or even under stress, that theoretically they should never be able to fail. And in fact, most crashes that happen with planes are pilot error. Very rarely is it components, unless it's a bad component that was known about and wasn't necessarily fixed before the planes were sold. I was watching a documentary the other day. But the point I'm trying to make is that this is elite level engineering. It really, honestly, truly is. And you'll know that the minute you get it home. You'll be able to see it and feel it, like I was saying. So, yeah, £199 is actually, I think, very reasonable for what you're getting. I mean, you're getting, if it were a car, you'd be getting a massive engine and the upgraded gearbox, and I mean, it would be a sports car, wouldn't it? It'd be a premium
It's a Maserati, isn't it?
Is it a Maserati for you? Is that the one that does it for you?
Yeah.
It is a Maserati, actually. It's not a Rolls Royce.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not a Bentley. It's a Maserati. I couldn't think, yeah, it's got that Italian kind of hi, ciao.
So shiny and sleek.
Yeah.
And just brilliant results. So just guaranteed. I was going to say guaranteed joy, but I think maybe that's a.
It's hard to guarantee joy.
Maybe that's a female thing. You're just so happy. I know I'm
well,
speaking
I don't know.
to the ladies at home. You're so happy when you're...
How's that a female thing? How do you
feeling
guarantee
tidy.
joy as a female?
I don't know. It's something about being house proud. I'm not saying that guys aren't
I
house
see.
proud. I just mean that there's nothing nicer. You'll know at home,
Than
ladies.
a clean floor.
Than a clean floor.
I am very
really-
house proud actually.
Yeah.
When I do my and I hate cleaning. I absolutely hate it, and I keep vowing to get a cleaner. In fact, I am going to get a cleaner this time because I just hate it. But I do love a clean house. I really, really love a clean house.
Absolutely.
It's very hard when you work 12 to 15 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I've got dust bunnies that have been sitting there begging to be sucked up by a vacuum.
Yes.
So yeah. Anyway.
What's the state of your bathroom floor like with two?
No, don't even no. Well, we have
we
separate
black lighted
bathrooms.
your? We should do a black light challenge on your floor.
I don't think you'd even need the black light, to be honest. At this particular stage.
So,
we have people asking if we can get the white version. Unfortunately, they don't sell that anymore. It's only...
Not so far as I'm aware. I believe it's been upgraded. So you wouldn't. I mean,
yes.
The white's amazing, but they've made upgrades.
That's a
as far as
smaller
I'm
model.
aware.
It's smaller, less powerful model. This is the Maserati.
It is.
Other Italian cars are available.
Shall we do our bathroom floor?
Let me just check. Oh, no, they're saying we're out of time. Sorry.
Oh, crikey.
Oh, no. We've got an hour and something left.
Lovely.
So you should be all right.
So let's have a look. You might have tiles on your bathroom floor. You might have lino. You might have laminate. It doesn't matter. As long as it's a hard floor, you can clean it with the Power Glide. Now, this looks relatively clean, doesn't it? But there is some dirt that we can't see. I've got my special little black light. And hopefully we'll be able to see.
Don't
It's
keep
quite
the lights
hard
down too long,
in the
'cause
studio.
I'll fall asleep.
But you'll be, do you see it?
Oh, it's...
There is all of the debris. So this could be your kitchen floor. It could be the chicken juices
like
that
a
you've
crime
taken
scene.
from the fridge to the sink. It could be the bin juice. What's worse than bin juice? Yeah,
bin juice.
Nothing worse than bin juice.
Oh, you just made me want to gag. Oh, don't.
It could
You
be
just
like the
literally-
bathroom I went into. And it could be, it could be...
Oh, I'm going to throw... Oh, sorry.
It could be spills and things that we can't see. And this is where germs are harbouring. So you might think you've got a nice clean floor, but actually it isn't clean at all. Shall we give it a go over with the Power Glide? I'll have a little look.
You really got me with that bin.
Oh, I'm sorry, I know, it's awful.
Wow, that had a
We've
very
popped the
strange
blue microfiber cloths on, of which you are getting 4 in our pack today. Normally, the Power Glide only comes with 4. You're getting 10 pads in
Only
total.
comes with 2 normally, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
No,
4 pads
4?
originally in the box.
Oh, I see, you've already
We've got
total.
even more, yeah. So on with our toe. We have been running this unit for quite a long time now, actually, and we've still got battery power, which is fabulous. So you know it's on at the bottom because of those LED lights. They're going to be able to get in the hard-to-reach places. You know, around the back of the toilet, sometimes you can't see. Around the back of the pedestal on your sink as well. Down the side of the fridge, like we saw in the film earlier. You're then going to have a little look up your pole, press your on button and then it will start rotating and it won't get away from you at all.
That sounded like the title of a Carry On film there.
Did it?
Yeah.
And they're going to put a little bit of water on the floor just to get it moving. You don't have to use any water or any detergent if you don't want to. You can just use the power of that microfiber, and please do your reading on microfiber. It's an incredible bit of kit, and what it does, it's positively charged, so that's going to drag all the negatively charged dirt and grime and germs, and in seconds that is pretty much clean. And not only is it clean and shiny, it's also going to be a dry floor, which you'll know. In fact, it's really good to keep it in like a wet room or a bathroom. Maybe you just want to make sure everything stays as nice and dry as possible. So that's taken me seconds to do that. I'm going to turn it off and we'll see if those germs have gone with our fabulous light.
Let's see if the germinator...
Yeah. Can we see anything at all there now? There was a big splodge, and that now is completely clean.
So that's the before, and then we're mixing to the after.
Look at that.
I thought you
Perfect.
just found the splodge, but it was just poured
There's no
onto the
splodge.
before.
And as well, you can see my reflection. That's how shiny, even with the lights down, it's so shiny and clean. I can't guarantee, but I bet. Remember when you first put maybe you're in a house and you first put your floor down or your tiling down, and everything was so buffed and so showroom fresh, and that's what you're going to be able to achieve.
She was talking about the bathroom, the wall tiles. I don't know if you could use this on the wall, could you?
Well, I wouldn't want to use it vertically
No.
because of the water, perhaps. And it might sort of run away with you. It is 3 kilos, so I guess you could lift it up, but we wouldn't recommend
Leslie, what you do in the privacy of your own home is up to you, my lovely. So you use it on the ceiling. Swing it from the ceilings if you want to.
Just treat it nicely.
Just
It
be
does
safe.
come with a 12-month warranty and some brilliant customer support at Aircraft. So there's a free phone number on there. You get a little pamphlet in your booklet, your instruction booklet. You can ring them up. 9 times out of 10 they'll be able to diagnose the problem over the phone. If not, if they know which part needs fitting, they'll send you the part. And if it can't be solved there and then on the phone call, they'll send you a label so you can post it off. And they say they service it within 5 working days at the moment, which is really exceptional. So you're not going to be without it for very long, and you won't want to be, because it will be your absolute best friend. Get rid of your mop and bucket. No more scrubbing at all on your hands and knees. Just do it the easy way. It's like doing a lovely dance. Dance around your bathroom.
A do-si-do.
A do-si-do indeed.
Yeah. Actually, do check out, because we've got about 60 people at the moment with these in baskets. Hundreds of you have already bought this evening. Remember, it's no good to you in your cart. You have not reserved the item by putting it into your shopping basket. You have to check out and pay in order for that to happen, for it to be yours, for it to be on its way to you. And so please check out as soon as you can. What's the latest stock update? What's pretty much the same as before, about 2/3 of the stock. So yeah, and listen, what I will say, I can't guarantee this, but a lot of people record the show, and then they, later on in the day, what tends to happen, 2 things happen. Usually people check out after the show because they like to watch the show. I get it, we're very engaging. And yeah, it was certainly the best thing on telly at this time of night, right? Hey Martha, wouldn't you say? So I understand, and then so people typically, the minute we come off air, will then they will go and check out. So we get a big spike of customers checking out after the show's finished. But then later in the day, usually by sort of mid-morning, there's we can almost be the same number of people who bought this morning in the live show will then purchase it later in the day, either from a show they've recorded themselves on their DVR, or whatever, or YouTube, or whatever it is that you use to re-watch the show. So if we have as many people later in the day, or even a quarter of the people a third of the people as later in the day who have bought tonight, then it will sell out. And we don't know when it will be back next. And also, more importantly, even if we could get it back, more stock within the next 2 or 3 weeks, it probably won't have PayPal. PayPal's, after tonight, today, has gone for probably 3, 4, 5 weeks, something like that. We'll get it back as quick as we can, but it's just only something we can use up to a certain limit it's a financial limit. So yeah, buy it now, you know you've got it. Again, if it's in your basket, that does not reserve the item for you. If somebody comes along tomorrow and purchases it, and that's the last one, and you go to check out, it will say that the item is sold out. It's so good. And if you know anyone elderly, if you know anyone disabled, if you know anyone, just friends, family in general, who are house proud and like to clean, birthday gifts, perfect wedding gift, but also, particularly, even if it's not for you, by the sounds of it, from all the reviews, the reviews we've been having tonight about age and ability or disability, it seems that this really, really is the one to buy for the people that you care about, to help give them, a greater sense of independence. Brian says something about this actually, due to age-related issues, keeping our hard covered floors clean was a major issue. This has now changed completely thanks to the Aircraft Powerglide cordless rechargeable hard floor cleaner and polisher. My wife has demonstrated the cleaner to a number of friends and all have been impressed with the results. And I love that. I'd hate to get to a certain age where I don't have the strength. There are things already now at 52. I have an umbilical hernia, which I was just about to get operated on before lockdown, and they cancelled the operation literally the week before lockdown. And then they haven't rescheduled it. So it's not, it doesn't sort of completely impede my quality of life, but it does make certain things difficult. And I'm sure that when you do get to a certain age and your limbs are not what they used to be, or if you have disabilities and there are certain things that you find difficult to do, it's restrictive. It's got to be, right? Well, this looks like it's giving a little bit of power and independence back to people. Sylvia says it works and it is powerful. I'm telling you, they're motors, man. I like how powerful it is. I've been trying for years to clean my wet floor room. It's cost me a fortune and a lot of scrubbing over the years. I used this machine and couldn't believe how quickly it removed the dirt. With ease, amazing, loved it. Wished I would have seen it sooner. Definitely recommend. And these reviews just go on and on and on and on and on. If my parents had hard floors, I would have already bought them one of these. Because my mum's, and also they went on holiday a couple of years ago, and she went up for a wee in a restaurant in wherever it was, somewhere abroad, and tripped and fell and broke her hip. Really seriously smashed her hip. So they had to try and airlift her out, and she was in agony. And they put a huge metal rod in her hip and all this kind of stuff. So it's taken her, even when it healed, it took her a long time just to get her confidence back.
Yeah.
And so she doesn't move around a lot, not because she can't, but because she's just afraid to.
Yeah.
And so I know that that's affected her cleaning in the house and and what have you. I think it's just such a well-designed and over-engineered. It's designed not just to do the job well, to do it as well as it can be done, without buying a big industrial machine. That's the only thing. Because what do the big industrial machines have? They have a weighted head, and they have a big circular pad that rotates at a relatively high revolutions per minute. Obviously, you can't get one of those in your house. So again, what the inventor of this did, he shrunk it down. You've still got a weighted head, but it's not so weighty that it makes the whole device prohibitively heavy. And you've also got two scrubbing brushes working in opposing motions at 250 revolutions per minute. The equivalent of you with two hands pushing and scrubbing very, very quickly over the whole surface of your floor. Use with detergent, use without detergent. Use the detergent of your choice. Some it seems like to put it into the machine, some it seems like to spray it over the top of the floor, then clean. What this does without any steam, without any plug-in electricity, with literally just a couple of batteries in the handle and one lithium-ion battery, all of which are provided, by the way, in the base. It's the scrubber, it's the elbow grease. This machine it's doing the work. It's taking all the work, all the elbow grease out of your elbows. You literally could hold this with two fingers, and because it's circular motions, it doesn't run away, but when you push it, the motion of the wheels does mean that it's sort of moving itself. You're just guiding it. They could call it the power guide or the power glide guide. The power guide glide.
I like that.
I mean, it's so simple to use. It's so simple. Oh, you were going to show us how to put it together when it arrives. Could we do that at some point?
Yes, we absolutely can. I will do
Yeah.
that over there.
Okay.
I'll just do a bit of buffing.
Oh, okay,
Just to
you
let
have a
know
nice buff.
I'll have a nice buff.
Have a lovely buff.
So in the original product, maybe when you bought the product elsewhere, not on Shop on TV, you get 2 blue and 2 pink. But obviously in ours, we're going to get 4 blue, 4 pink, and 2 of the scrubbing pads.
Possibly
as
more.
Well, we believe that's what we're showing you tonight. Now, I use the blue as universal, so just your universal spells. I use the pink as the buffers because you've got those beautiful little fronds, I'm going to call them,
Fronds.
on the end as well that just pick up everything and make it all nice and buff. So maybe you've gone for black tiles in your kitchen, bathroom, maybe even in your living room and dining areas. They can get really, really smeared really easily. Well, this is going to buff it up really beautifully. Something I didn't mention that I should have mentioned was, and I don't know whether we'll be able to get this shot because we have to get it while it's moving, but I'll just point out to you on the top here of your battery, you've got 4 little blue lights. And when you're down to the single blue light, you've only got 25%, 2 lights, 50, 75 for 3 and 100%.
Will it tilt forward at all?
I do have to turn it on though, so I'd have to lift it up. Should we give it a go and have a little look?
You have a go. I'll tell you what,
So-
why don't you figure it out?
Shall I? So
Because
on
I
at
know
the
if
bottom,
anyone can, you can.
and then we'll turn it on and I'll try and lift it up to show you. So can you see, just there, I've got 3 blue lights. It's quite hard to see on camera. There
Hey,
we
look at
are,
that.
beautiful.
Brilliant camera work as well.
And that
Wow.
allows you to know how much playtime you've got left or how much cleaning
Playtime.
time.
Love it.
I'm just going to turn it off to put it back on the floor so it doesn't run away. Not that it would run away. So we're going to buff. You see how sort of smeary this floor is? We're not using any water or detergent at all. We're just going to take all the grease and grime off and then I'll give it a quick once over after this. But we've got that beautiful, you know, you spend a lot of money on your flooring in your homes. We bought a house a couple of years ago. We're very lucky to buy a house in Cornwall. And probably one of the biggest expenses was getting the flooring done. They're so,
love
and
Cornwall.
you
What
want to
part of
keep.
Cornwall?
Oh, it was near Padstow, not far away
Oh, I
from
know.
Padstow. Yeah, very nice indeed. So, and you want to, they're your investment, aren't they?
Yeah.
Having nice floors, you want to keep them nice. You want to keep them looking as beautiful as the day that they were laid. Maybe you're trying to sell your house at the moment and you want to improve how it looks.
Good point.
Certainly things like having nice clean flooring, it really adds to it. So that took me seconds.
I think
And you
one
can
of
see
the...
how shiny it is with
Would
the
you agree,
lights
Marth?
reflecting.
It's very shiny. And would you agree when I say that possibly one of the things that stops people from keeping their floors as clean as they'd like to is that normally it's a right faff and it's a hassle.
right
and
chore.
It's a chore.
Yeah, they don't
This
call
is
it a chore for a
chore-free.
reason.
It
Yeah.
takes the chore out of it, doesn't it?
And it's a real treat, actually.
It does the chore. Yeah.
It does all the work for you. It's gliding along really nicely. What I like to do at home is I just pop in my podcast, I'll pop on a couple of pop songs. The kitchen is done in, I would say, not that I listen to Kylie Minogue, but I imagine she's about 3 minutes long. Under a Kylie Minogue song, your kitchen floor's done.
You can't go wrong with Kylie.
You can't go wrong. I do love Kylie, but she wouldn't be my
She's
first
a national
choice.
treasure.
She is a national
Even
treasure.
though
But look
she's
at that!
Technically not from this nation, but
So quick and a perfect showroom result every single time. Edge to edge as well, we're getting to every single edge and nothing's
Yeah.
being damaged.
and you could go immediately from there to the tile if you want to, or to
Yeah,
the,
we
to
could
the white
do. Do you
tile.
want
to
me
the-
to?
Yeah, you know,
There's a slight lip on it at home, guys, so I'll just lift it up.
yeah, but it's if you do have one, like it could be a wood floor that goes to a tile floor. It happens
Yeah.
quite a lot, doesn't it? That sort of transition.
Absolutely.
Leslie loves to do her cleaning after she's cooked. She likes to wash the kitchen floor. I suppose it's a good time to do it before all of the spitter spatter from your pans and whatnot gets. You get that rim around the sort of skirting, don't you, from in the kitchen?
It's just so easy. It's so quiet.
And so quiet. Should we
as
listen
well.
to how quiet it is? Can you even hear it over our mics? I don't even know if you can. It's got the quiet. It's 60 decibels. Leslie, could you possibly look up on the interweb what the equivalent of 60 decibels is?
It's the equivalent of a domestic fridge.
A domestic fridge?
Yes, I did see another thing as well. I was trying to think what would be relatable. I also found out that 3 kilos was the weight of an average Jack Russell puppy.
Oh,
So there you go.
great. Or 3 bags of sugar.
Or 3 bags of sugar.
Assuming the bags are a kilo each.
Yes, exactly.
Ordinary
we've
spoken
done-
conversation.
We've gone from our sort of our very expensive black tiles to our kitchen tiles onto our laminate.
That's quieter than conversation, because I can hear myself. When I talk, I'm louder than it.
It's just brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm having a great time.
I know. One of our customers just said, who was it? Oh, Elizabeth, that's right. Because she told us that she bought it because of her arthritis. And she knows a group of, oh, good. She knows a group of people who have disabilities, and she's going to be telling them about it. Do you know, honestly, I would, if you don't mind spreading the word, I mean, you know, look, pay it forward, do the good. It doesn't hurt to tell people. And again, I will say, I don't get, in fact, neither does Martha. We do not get commission by selling these products. I bring that up when because I think it's important that you know it. And the reason being that one of the arguments against paying people such as myself a commission is that if I made money out of every sale, even though I'm an honest, trustworthy person, there are others out there who are not quite so trustworthy and honest, and they would be pushing you to buy things, doing everything they could to get you to buy it, because they're making money off of it. And that's so that's not me, but even if that, you know, even if it were me, we don't get any commission. So what I'm saying to you is genuine, heartfelt, honest. You know, it's me talking to you as if I was sitting talking to you next to you in your living room or in a cafe or over a pint in the pub. I'm very WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get, and I only share my honest opinions with you, and I only tell the truth when I'm on the air, and in fact generally in life that's a rule of mine. And I really do think that, thinking of my mum and thinking of people like my mum and her community, that she has a whole group of friends, and they all go down, they're all of a similar age. She's like 83 now, I think. They all go down to the gym together and do their little exercises and things like that. But if you've had injuries, if you're rehabilitating and you find normal activities difficult, this is it's low impact, because as long as you can stand and move your arm, it doesn't really require much heavy lift or any heavy lifting, and it doesn't require any real effort in your arm, because the machine pretty much, as you guide it, it sort of moves itself, doesn't it? I hate it.
Motion that you're doing. I mean, it's good for calorie burn, but it.
And how many
really
times do you have to go over the floor, A, to
Yeah.
get it clean, and B, to get it dry?
You often need 2 mops, don't you? A wet one and then a dry one to go over.
And they're
And then
so
how
just-
do you
yeah.
clean your mop heads? They
Well,
don't
I
go in
throw them
washing
away.
machines.
I mean, I have microfiber ones.
Rob!
You're supposed to be able to put them in the washing machine, but they're so disgusting after I've cleaned the floors. And like, I'm not putting that in the
need one
same
of
thing that
these.
cleans my clothes. So I just throw them away.
Oh, crikey.
That's why I don't use a mop at all. But when I was using a mop, I mean, I've still got a spare pack or two, I think, in the cupboard, but they're horrible.
They
And I got the spray mops with the replaceable, what do you call it, pads.
Yeah.
And that's just, we got 10 free in each, because I bought one for me and one for my lad for our bathrooms. And they don't clean very much. And then, of course, every time you've used one, you throw it away. So then you're forever replacing the liquid, and you're forever replacing the pads. I mean, this is apart from a bit of water out your tap, and if you want to use a little bit of detergent, you can.
Yeah, just
very low
harnessing
maintenance.
pure
Like me.
Absolutely, absolutely, and
That's
really
not
easy
true.
to pop in the washing machine as well, and then they'll dry literally within a couple of hours if you just pop them on the radiator.
Yeah.
If you've still got your radiators on, if not, they can hang outside on the line really easily. I just want to show you as well.
This balmy weather we've had.
I know. It's
almost
going to
been
turn
like-
cold again, though, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, next week. Sorry about that.
It's nearly May.
I know, it's not right, is it?
It's not
Shall I
right.
show you my low reach? Would you like
Oh,
to see
go
that?
on. Nothing would make me happier.
So obviously we don't have a lot of furniture in the studio, but I just want to show you, it's turned on at the front, so turning on at the bottom, how far down that would go. So if you think about under your dining room tables perhaps, sideboards, bookcases, things like that, if you've got shelving and things in your bathroom, it really easily just reaches under, and you've still got controllability as well.
If you've got a limbo bar in your living room,
And you'll see, because of the lovely fluffy fronds on the side, we're not damaging the chair in any way, shape or form. If we knock it, it's absolutely perfect and
Yes.
polished as well.
You've got to check out, ladies and gentlemen, it's not yours till you do. Just putting it in your basket does not reserve an item. You have to pay for it to confirm your order, and then it'll be on its way to you within a few days. We'll give you an estimate, a delivery estimate when you place your order. And by the way, you don't have to have it sent to your home address. You can actually have it, you can separate your shipping address and your billing address. So if you do know someone that this would be perfect for, and you're just feeling generous or want to help a loved one or a member of your family by buying them something you know will assist them, then you can have it sent directly to their address. You just put that address in at the checkout. It's as simple as that. It takes seconds to sign up for an account. Name, address, telephone number, email, and a password. That is it. It's free to open an account. Even if you haven't bought anything yet with ShopOnTV, why not open an account anyway? Get all your details on there, because then the minute you see something that you might want to buy, you can pop it in your basket and check out straight away. So please do check out. It's very, very simple to order, and if you have any doubts how to do it online or over the phone, here's some information for you.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with ShopOnTV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with ShopOnTV. ShopOnTV broadcasts live across the nation every night from midnight to 3, exclusively on ITV1 and STV. Away from your television, we've got you covered. The live broadcast is also streamed on our website, shopontv.co.uk, and on our YouTube channel at ShopOnTV Live, where you can catch up on anything you've missed. Our nightly show features a carefully curated collection of must-have items at budget-friendly prices. Many of our TV offers are only available for a limited time, or while stocks last. So before you go to bed, why not make it your nighttime ritual to tune in and check out the latest and greatest before it's too late. ShopOnTV, outstanding quality, remarkable value and tremendous savings. Every night from midnight to 3 on ITV1 and STV.
Keep up to date with all the latest news, information and special offers from ShopOnTV by following us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok and YouTube. You'll find us at ShopOnTV Live. Be a part of our fun community at ShopOnTV.
At ShopOnTV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly, conveniently and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service every step of the way from design to dispatch. Our nightly live broadcast is your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So, when it's time to shop, shop on TV.
When it's time to shop, shop on TV. Yes, we are your shopping show on ITV1 and STV. Every single night we are live between midnight and 3 a.m. Check your local TV guide, your electronic program guide to know exactly what time we're live with you. And we're always endeavouring to find you the best products at the best prices. Loads of really, really good stuff coming your way. And what I'm hoping you will do is check out, before you go to bed every night, just check in, see what we got, and then hopefully we will keep you not only informed, but also entertained as well. My name's Rob Locke with an E. Please do follow me on social media. And what we're going to do now is actually, we're going to show you sort of an unboxing Actually, we're going to do that in a moment. Should we have a look at a review, maybe then, of the Aircraft Power Glide? What I love about this is a true UK innovation. It was a British entrepreneur who designed this product from scratch. He saw them in hospitals and things like that and thought, how can I bring this professional cleaning technique and technology into the home? And he designed this from scratch. It's super well engineered, over-engineered really. It's strong, it's durable, it's classy looking. It really does the job well. And every single review that we have had just constantly attests to that fact about how light the work or how light it makes the work. So here's another review for you from Firefly. Makes cleaning the floor light work. We have hard floors throughout our bungalow, and cleaning them was hard work. I'm no spring chicken, they say. But with this machine, it's a doddle. It glides effortlessly over the floor, no scrubbing. Just hold it over bad soil marks and it will whisk them away. I had a problem at first, but as well as the best floor, had the problem at first, but as well as the best floor cleaning machine ever, customer services are the best after-sales service ever as well. Got a little short one for you. This is from Diana. She says, great lightweight floor polisher. Bought this for my 93-year-old mother, wow, who has a thing about cleaning her floors. She loves it and found it very easy to maneuver. So even ladies people into their 90s, this can benefit, which is wonderful. And I really love the idea of it giving independence back to people who maybe aren't as strong or as spry as they used to be, or perhaps if you have a disability or you know somebody who does, have not had the independence to clean their floors themselves. And now, again, wheelchair bound, this will easily go down to the height to make it possible for you to clean your floors from your wheelchair, or as a lot of the reviews have been saying, people are putting a stool in the middle of the floor and just going around it. So I mean, I think it's a really superb product. It's so well made. The box it comes in is lovely. It's a great gift, actually, you know what I mean? And yes, £199, it is a premium product. Yes, you can probably buy cheaper things, but will they do that? God knows how many patents this has got on it as well, by the way. This does it as well as it can be done, as far as I'm concerned. The power of the motors, the quality of the motors, the quality of the engineering, it basically was designed to the point where really no matter what you throw at it on a floor, on any hard floor, it can cope with it, no problems whatsoever, and beyond. It probably will go way beyond what you would ever expect to find in a normal cleaning situation. It is your friend, it is your ally, it is your buddy in the field of floor cleaning. And what it does more than anything else, what the real unique selling point of this is, it does the hard part. It does the elbow grease that is required from pushing and scrubbing. It does that bit because it's got a slightly weighted head, and then the opposing motion of those rotating motors with the pads on top gives you 250 revolutions per minute. That's a lot of revolution. You couldn't do that with you. I don't think you could physically do it with your hands, to be perfectly honest. And that also means with the motion of those pads that it helps guide the machine around the floor, because it's like kind of having wheels on it sort of thing. It doesn't run away with you, you know what I mean? When you turn it on, it stays put, but it does mean that as you start to move it around, the motion of the pads really does the driving. You just do the guiding. Simple as that. There it is. Now the white model, that is a different model. It is a smaller model. This is, by the way, the top of the range, the one we have for you tonight. It's the top of the range with we've got loads of extra pads that we're including. You normally get 2 of each. We give you 4 of each and 2 scrubbing pads that don't normally come with it at all. And again, press the spray. You can use either just plain water if you want to, or if you want to add 5 ml of your favorite cleaning solution, you can do. Or if you prefer to, some people like, it seems, to just spray the floor with a bottle. So quiet, it's not going to disturb your pets. And it's not only is it easy to maneuver, but it goes from marble to tile to lino to wood to laminate, to, you know, from one floor to the next. And the most important thing also, particularly with hardwood floors, that these microfiber pads, they don't scratch. So this is helping to protect your floors as well as keep them clean. And if you wish to, you can also polish with this as well. So you can scrub, you can wash, you can polish, and you can buff, all for the handsome price of £199.99. Now, £199 actually, sorry. We did promise you an unboxing, so you know how to take stuff out of a box. Martha is now going to show you everything you need to know, and the why people have had some problems with this when they first got it, because it's a problem that a lot of people have, but everyone can solve if you pay attention right now to Ms. Martha.
Lovely. It's my special lesson on putting everything together.
Yes.
There's also a really good instruction booklet, guys, with a little troubleshooting page. So have a look at have a little look at that before you ring the call centre. But any problems, they will take care of you. It's an 0800 number. They are based in the UK. They'll diagnose most of the problems over the phone. If they can't, if you need a part, they'll send you a part. And if they think that the machine needs a bit of a service, they'll send you a label and you can just send it off, and within 5 working days, that'll be sorted out. That is the kind of customer care that only comes with a beautiful premium
Martha,
bit of kit.
can I give you some Shop on TV customer care right now?
Yes.
Because your microphone's popped off and is pointing downwards. So she's just going to adjust that. And, or in fact, in's coming our customer service agent, David. And here's David now. He's now, as you can see, attempting a repair on Martha's mic. He did it so quick, didn't even get to see him. That's how fast it was, you see.
Apologies. Should I say it all over again?
No, we heard you.
Oh, lovely.
It's just
okay.
that it would have made rustling noises, isn't it?
When you get everything out of the box, I want you to look at this handle first of all. This is where your AAA batteries go. They might have some plastic on them. You want to make sure that they're connecting everything there. So they're just hidden behind this little, I was going to say flap. What is that?
Remember, they are included. Remember that you have to put them in the first place.
You do have to put them in. So
because that is a remote control for the head.
It is
There's
indeed.
no cable between the head and the handle.
It is indeed. Then that goes on to the telescopic pole. So there's 2 ends of the telescopic pole, and you want it to go on the end with the arrow pointing up, and it's a clunk click. So you'll see, apologies, it's quite hard for me to show you, that there's a little nub there, and you'll hear it click on, like so.
Aha.
And there we are. And then you can obviously adjust your pole if you want to, or you can adjust that later. We then want to make sure the base unit is attached to the pole. This takes literally under 60 seconds for you to put this together out of the box. So we're going to take the battery, obviously, like Rob suggested with lithium ion, you want to give that a really good charge. It will have a little bit of tape across it as well. So if you turn it around,
to stop it discharging, otherwise, isn't it? You know, while it's
onto the back. Yeah, absolutely. This only goes in one way. You can't put it in upside down, and it literally just clicks in, and you'll hear that click as well. The click of confidence. You've got that bottom bit done. Obviously, you can put your pads on whenever you're ready. I'll just turn that off, and then you can simply put your pole in this way, and you'll know which way it matches up, because it'll go through and click.
And you can take it apart if you want to as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just by unclicking, pressing the things in.
And if you look at this, if you think, oh gosh, I only live in a flat and I don't have much storage, keep everything in the box when you're not using it. Break it all down again. That box will fit under the bed. That'll go in a. That'll almost go in a drawer. It'll certainly go in the cupboard under the sink.
Show us the operational parts. Yep. Please. Sorry, can you show us the operational parts?
So you've got the button to press on with the LED lights at the front there.
So that just turns on the power in the head.
Yes,
it doesn't start the machine.
No, it does not start the machine.
Right, so don't
That's
press
all
the
at your
button and
fingertips. So yes, you don't need to worry at all. Your water, up to 300 ml of water. You can pop your detergent in there. Goes in here, and there's a little bung. It's really easy to pop on. You obviously don't overfill that, because then it's going to spill out onto your floor. But just tap water, not hot water, just lukewarm hand hot water.
You don't need ionised water or distilled water or anything like that?
No, just out the tap, Rob.
Out the tap?
You don't even need to put it through your water filter. Underneath, we've got these rotating pads. Should we say pads? What would you call those? Rotating...
Discs.
Discs is a very good word. We tend to run out of words at this time in the morning. You've got
I've
your
always got spares.
microfiber pads, and they go on with a slight overhang. So they are
my
8
belly.
inches, 21 centimetres across.
Slight overhang.
And you want that slight overhang because then you've got edge-to-edge cleaning and all of your walls are protected as you go on. So you've popped your pads on. These are machine washable, just at 40-degree wash with no fabric conditioner. You can give them a soak if you want to. They dry really quickly on the line or on the radiator. And you're literally just flipping this over. This will take me a while as well to get up. You've obviously got your battery
You've done
lights.
it for a while now, haven't you? It's gonna be, yeah.
You'll have your battery light on the top as well. So when you've turned both bits on, you'll be able to see 4 lights is full charge, and then it goes down in increments. So 3, 2, and 1. Up I go. So
2 hours to charge, is that right?
2 hours to charge, a full
First
charge.
time?
Yeah, and you know what? I've only just changed the battery. The battery wasn't even empty, and we've been going since midnight, haven't we?
We've been going a long time, Mark.
We have been going a long old time.
Non-stop we've been at.
So don't even have to bend down to turn it on, which I love. Just on at the front, you'll see the lights come on. That's how you'll know that the main unit will talk to our top unit. And literally, you're away. Now this looks like a beautifully clean floor here, but you know what? It's deceptive. It's not clean at all. And I'm going to show you how much cleaner we can get. We can get what we like to call barefoot clean. So if you've got little ones running around on the floor, if you just want to use that natural power of water, no detergent at all, you certainly can do that, and you're going to get a fabulous result from it. You can see when I press the water spray, I can choose how much water, so I'm not saturating my floor. Maybe you're really concerned about how you look after your hard flooring. It costs a lot of money and you don't want any warping or anything like that. The great thing about the Power Glide is that not only does it clean and shine, it's going to help to dry as well, and it's going to be virtually dry within seconds. I've been doing this for about 30 seconds now, and I'll prove to you that that was indeed not just a lovely oak coloured floor, it was a little bit grimy, Rob, and we didn't even know. I'm going to show you how grimy.
Well, we know it was.
Let's have a little goosey gander.
Now,
Look
again,
at that.
just full disclosure, you have redirted the floors between
Yes, of
demonstrations,
course.
obviously.
That's what
but
we're
it just
here
goes
to
to
show.
show that whatever you put on there to dirt it, you can't see it.
You
Sometimes
absolutely
dirt
can't.
is invisible.
And we'll prove to you how dry it is as well. Look at that. I'll do that again. But I'm putting a lot of pressure on that, and that is totally, totally dry.
Yeah.
So fabulous results every time. That's what we want, don't we? When we buy
Oh, of
products
course.
like this, we want them to achieve the results every single time.
But also, if I'm spending that sort of money, I want to know it blooming works.
Yeah.
But do you know what I hate? See, when I spend £199 or £199, I think to myself, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Because it's got to be for that money. But if I spend £89 and I think, wow, that's really cheap, and then I'm disappointed by how the thing works, that's when I tend to think to myself, oh, well, you get what you pay for, don't you? Sometimes there is confidence in buying a premium product, and this is it. 642108 is your item number. Again, you can either order by phone, 0333 241 241, or you can order online at shopontv.co.uk. What was that, Leslie? Sorry, say again. We've got more testimonials. We got blooming loads, we have. AJH says, the best thing I've bought in a long while. I absolutely love this. I have a kitchen diner and hall, tiled and dreaded mopping. It was like a workout. The Power Glide is so easy to get out, set up and go. Job done really quickly. Strangely, it seems to clean so well that I don't need to do it as often. I don't know, I'm just playing with accents now, I hope you don't mind. Right. What accent do you want for this one, Paul? Oh, this is from... Is that Dufk? Okay. Hey, what you choose as your username is up to you. Was influenced yet again to buy this, and it's amazing. Love it. It's cordless, which is why I loved it, but also lightweight and so easy to use. It has lights on the front so you can see if there's any dirt. Comes with a couple of different pads. which are all machine washable. It has a small tank for you to put your water or product in. And what I love about it is you can use any product you want. A lot of these products you find you can only use their products, but this one you can use any. Well worth the money, leaves your floor looking buffed. Actually, you can use any product with any machine. It's just they try to discourage you from doing that because they want you to use theirs. Or I'm just being cynical maybe. Jackie says, fantastic. This machine is worth every penny. It moves by itself. You just steer it. It makes cleaning effortless. The pads are generously sized too. Best cleaner I've ever bought, as it halved the time it normally took me to clean the laminate flooring. Love, love, love it. And by the way, when we say it moves itself, it doesn't take off by itself, but it does, as you move it, it does the moving for you kind of thing. You just guide it around. And also we have, oh no, should we do another one? Let's do another one. I'm on a roll now. Oh my blimey. Jeez Louise. Cool. And I'm doing this from a distance, so my eyes are, it's a good thing I've still got decent eyesight at this distance. This is from CJB, who says, do I get paid by the word? No, do you want to do it? Could you do accents?
Well, my in-laws are all from Gloucestershire.
Oh, go on then.
I don't know how long I could do it for. I never thought I would enjoy mopping the floors, but this invention is amazing. It's actually fun to use and my floors have never looked so good. I use it on wooden floors, tile floors and stone. It's very light to use and appears to hover.
Yeah, the accent's gone.
Oh, it lasted 2 sentences.
I could even use it with a bad back. It's very quiet.
It doesn't take up much storage space and I've thrown the bucket out. It stores a little water and you can add your own floor cleaner, which you squirt onto the floor in front of the machine via a button on the handle. Its soft edges mean it does get into the corners and odd angles, and when I'm done with the pads, which are just hook and eyed on, they go into the washing machine. It comes with lots of spare pads. I take the battery out as instructed when not in use and I recharge it for next time. It also has 2 little batteries in the handle which you have to unwrap before using. In summary, if you are considering buying a new mop, you will not be disappointed with this one. I wish I had discovered it years ago.
Marvellous! Fantastic job. I should say Martha is also a superb presenter. So if I ever do take some holiday, would you cover for me?
I would love to do that. You know that.
Yeah.
Be in my element.
I'm going to do it. I just feel guilty.
What, for having holiday?
No, because there's so much going on, you see.
You've
It's because I don't get paid. If I go on holiday, I don't get paid.
You've surrounded yourself with a good team and we would look after everything.
Thank
you know
I
that.
appreciate that. Indeed.
Should we do some crying over spilt milk?
I always cry over spilt milk. Very good. Nice segue.
I know, right?
Ooh.
So I'm just going to do this. I haven't practiced this, but this might be, I'm thinking about breakfast time when you're trying to get the little ones out to school and they're shoving their cereal down. What about a bit of coffee? I know. So what's the alternative? Would be to get all the kitchen roll out, wouldn't it?
Well, that's just
maybe
trees,
a sponge. You're trying to get the dog out the way so the dog doesn't lick it up.
Lick it all up.
It's just a nightmare, isn't it?
Well, I don't have dogs.
So, on with your lights
They eat
at the
my
bottom.
food.
On with the front one there. And we are just going to absorb all of it. Now, we might need to change our pads because there's quite a lot of water down. Do you know what?
Though, I don't know if you will.
That's done that beautifully because of that absorbency
No,
power of the pads there. I am super duper impressed.
Are
with
you
that.
not impressed?
I am very, very impressed.
What other accents do you do?
Seconds that took.
That's what it was like before.
And look at it now. Can I just
And
get a
then
little bit of blue roll just to prove to you?
Bit of loo roll.
Blue roll,
Oh,
love.
blue roll.
Because it's blue, isn't it? I don't know
That's
why we
true.
call it blue roll.
It's because it's blue.
No, but I mean, nobody else, you don't use it at home, do you? You kitchen roll.
It's from the, you know what, it's from the hand dispensers in toilets and things like that. Discount Dragon sell blue roll, apparently. You get 8 rolls of it. Have you discovered Discount Dragon yet?
I've heard all about it.
Oh, you've got. We're all excited about Discount
Yeah,
Dragon.
it's
I
coming
think it's
back
going to change
next
the
week,
way
isn't it?
people. Well, it has the way people shop. Yeah. I said from day one when we started this show that I wanted to do have a category of products that we could help with the cost of living crisis.
Right.
And that's what Discount Dragon does, because you can get up to 60% off your regular groceries. You know, obviously not things like meats and veg, but you know, all your hard goods and cleaning products and all kinds
Love
of stuff, like
that.
pet food and whatnot. Yeah.
Sounds perfect.
Our next show is next week, I think. Yeah, Leslie got toilet cleaner, cat food, and a bar of chocolate. She's got moisturiser, nuts. And that was just an adjective to describe her. No, she got loads. 48 naked bars she got. But the thing is that you spend, when you have to spend 30 quid minimum spend, because that's one of the ways they're able to get the discounts. And then we give an extra 10% off, and plus we were doing penny deals, penny specials. And so when Leslie's box arrived, she couldn't believe how much. So that's the only problem. You don't realise how much stuff you get for 30 quid, and you got to try and find somewhere to put it. Yeah, you've got to shop on Discount Dragon. Yeah. Anyway, back to the mop. You might be able to find some cleaning solution to put in your mop on discount.
Oh yeah, you absolutely could. Yeah. You can add any floor cleaner you like, as long as it's the liquidy one. So don't add I'll try and name 3 brands, the powders or creams. So like your Sif and your Jifs. Don't put those in there. Just your Flashes, your Dettol's. There's Zoflora, that lovely
what about bleach?
one.
Bleach, should you avoid bleach-based products?
I would avoid bleach, because bleach will damage the internal. So yeah, as far as I'm aware, just put in your regular liquid cleaners that you would use on your floor anyway.
You look very lonely sitting down there all
I
day.
do, don't I?
You know, in filmmaking, they use the wide shot like that to indicate isolation and loneliness.
Oh,
And that's
I'm
what you
never
kinda
alone
look
with
like
my
sitting there on your
Powerglide.
Todd.
Never. Quite happy with it.
Oh,
Yeah. Should we do some more cleaning?
When you say we, do you mean you?
I do mean me.
Okay, then that's
I was
fine.
being polite. I was saying the royal we. Now, we're going to do our black light demo.
That would get rid of royal we as well, wouldn't it?
But, oh, crikey. I tell you what I will do. I'm going to buff these white tiles up right nice. I'm not even going to change my pads, because I think my pads will be fine. But I have a lot of the coffee is overspilled on there. You know what I am going to do? I am going to change my pads, just because it's nice to have a really nice clean floor. So I'll show you how easy
Does anyone
it
actually know what
is
Martha's talking about at this stage?
to do that. Does
What
that
you-
make sense?
No, what were you saying?
I'm going to change the pads.
Oh, sorry.
Did I?
Oh,
Am
okay.
I making sense?
No, it was. I lost the. All I heard was we haven't got a tech op. I thought you were trying to attempt something that was technically infeasible, but I wasn't sure what it was, because I can't hear very well. That's why.
Okay.
And then I was just making a joke, but it fell.
Oh,
It
well,
fell
I
flat.
didn't. I didn't find it funny.
No, it wasn't. Well, it wasn't funny. That's why.
Myself and Rob
my
haven't
love.
just met. I wouldn't be that rude to anybody else.
Oh, don't
Here I am getting up again.
rudeness at all.
So we
Give as good as you
do.
get.
This is dirty underneath, but there is some coffee on there as well. Should we give it a go? So, really easy, no bending down, nothing. Pop the pads on, got water in there already, made sure my batteries are fine. Extended my pole to exactly where I want it. It's so smooth, that extension, I love it.
I love the ratchet.
You don't have to pull
No.
and yank. We're just going to clean this beautiful white floor. So, power button on, there it goes on. Little bit of water, detergent, and we are one pass cleaning every single time. It's not going to get away from you. There's no sort of urgency on it. It's powerful, but it's not uncontrollable, if that makes sense.
I'd say try and get your pads on as centrally as possible as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I put them onto camera, so they might not be as perfect as you would have it at home.
Just reduce
But
it
in
further.
seconds, you're absolutely brilliant. You've got oversized pads on there of 21 centimetres, and that allows you to get edge-to-edge cleaning on there as well.
But also it's buffing, those ones are buffing your skirting
Isn't it? It's
board
buffing
as well, aren't they?
beautifully. Absolutely perfect. So seconds. So it's going to do 250 revolutions a minute. That's going to do 20 square metres, which is phenomenal.
20
in 1
square
minute.
metres a minute. That is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Well, that's a box room, isn't it? 4 by 5, 4 metres. Well,
Yeah,
hang on.
pretty much.
Meters? No. A box room's a 4 by 5 feet is more like
If
a
you
box room.
think of the way
4
I
metres
always
by
think
5
about
metres is
it,
like a living room.
yeah. So the way I always think about it is, I remember when I sold my little 2-bed terrace, the downstairs was 350 square metres. So if you think about it that way, that's I mean, what would that take? Minutes to do the entire thing.
Exactly. And again, remember, this is all, the elbow grease is, the machine takes care of the elbow grease, so you don't have to.
Which we love,
Yeah.
absolutely love. Yeah, absolutely.
Go all over the house.
Perfect bit of kit.
If you've got a cleaning business, like you said, have one of these in tow. And also, I would imagine that because it's so well made, it would last and last and last and last. Just remember when you get it, there are 2 sets of batteries, one for the head, one for the handle. And they may have a plastic covering on them to protect them in transit. So if you turn your machine on and it doesn't work, check the batteries. A, that they're in, and B, that they've had their any protective coating removed. You can use any liquid floor cleaner, or just plain water if you want. Machine washable pads. Cleans all types of hard floors. I'm just basically reading what's on the screen now. Press to spray. Let us spray. That's what if a vicar was doing his floors with that the air glide, that's what he'd say. Let us spray. 13 minutes left. Wow, it's flown by. At supersonic speed. Where has the time gone? That's 3 hours of my life that I will never see again. Paul, our director, has given up sleeping altogether. I had sleep written out of my contract. I'm contractually obligated not to sleep. We joke. It is lovely to see. Do you know what? I have to say, come hell or high water, really this job is just about turning up, because once I'm on the air, and I could have had a lousy day, but once I'm on the air, I'm always cheery, because you have to be. But then once you have to be, then you kind of get into the flow of it, and it's when people like yourselves start emailing, and you can still email in. We got 13 minutes. I haven't given any birthday wishes tonight. We haven't proposed. I have done propose. I've facilitated, excuse me, marriage proposals on the air in the past. I have. I've even been asked to officiate over a wedding. Oh, I must look that email up, by the way. And Leslie, remind me to give you those pictures. So, and tomorrow I'll have to sign them tomorrow because I won't have time to do it tonight because I've got to get the night bus. You see. Because we're very lowly paid people here on television, so I get the night bus home. Right. Sorry, excuse me. Let's try a review, shall we? This is from an Amazon customer. Amazing. Wow. This has blown my mind. The aircraft power glide is exactly what I've needed. Sorry, it's it's getting late. If we could try punctuation on some of these in the future, that'd be great. Although there is an exclamation mark there, I just didn't see it. I have hardwood floors in the living room, but the rest have a very coarse tile. I usually spend hours scrubbing them by hand, but it's just taken me 10 minutes to do the whole lot, and they're actually clean. Very happy customer here. Actually, that was perfectly punctuated, that was just my eyes. Kirsty says, my floors look like new. The hardest part of setting it up is waiting for the battery to charge. Paul just asked if she was a hobbit. I don't know. I couldn't wait to use it. I have eyeglass floor and I have a disability, so I struggle to wash my floors. Then I need to go over them again to make them shine. But I've done my living room, 2 hallways and kitchen, cleaned with the pink cloths and polished with the blue, and only water in the unit. My floors look like they've just been put down. Brilliant, says Raisin. Raisin, I love it. Oh, is it Roy's? Oh, see, can I just say, I apologize. Oh, it's Roshan. No, it's because the monitor is so far away and the text is small. I can't see very well. So I'm literally at the extreme of my eyesight. So, and I thought it said raisin. So, Roy Sheen, I do apologise. Brilliant. So, I first seen this. See, that sounds more West Country, but with a name like Roy Sheen, I imagine it's not. It's probably Irish, I would think, yes. I first saw this machine about 2 years ago and thought it was way too much money for a floor cleaner. People have made that mistake, by the way. Unfortunately, my health hasn't been great. Sorry to hear that, Roy Sheen. And I was struggling to even vacuum, never mind using a mop on my floors. I decided last week I was going to bite the bullet and invest in this machine. Oh my God, it's a life changer. Wish I'd bought it years ago. I cannot recommend this enough. My floors are gleaming with very little effort from me, smiley face. Now, see, to me, Martha, that says it all. Have you ever, ladies and gentlemen, in the past, in fact, not have you ever, because the answer will be yes. Can you remember the last time when you saw something you wanted and you thought, yeah, that's great, but you didn't like the price? You thought, no, that's too expensive, I'm not going to buy it. And then eventually you did, and when you got it, you absolutely loved it and realised how it was worth every single penny. Well, that's what this is. Look, the reason yes, it is more expensive than something cheaper, but then isn't everything? It's because it's so well made, because it has really high quality motors. It's every part of it. The tough, durable ABS plastic, the aluminium pole, the electronic components, they're all top of the range, and they're designed to work perfectly, flawlessly, and do the job above and beyond. In fact, they're designed to go above and beyond the job that they're designed to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, you pay for that. At the end of the day, you pay for what you get, or you get what you pay for. We do have some birthday wishes, Martha, we're going to be singing soon, I've just heard.
Oh,
In
lovely.
the moment, first of all, because I know you've only had 3 hours to demo and you haven't had a lot of time, we thought we'd let you sneak in one more.
I'm going to do 2, Rob.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm going to buff, and then I'm going to clean up that ketchup you spilled earlier from your burger. Do you have a lot of ketchup on your burger? You look like most of it.
I have ketchup. Ketchup for me is like gravy. I have it on every. I love ketchup.
Do you?
Yeah.
My husband has an innate fear of condiments, so I've kind of given them up. Yeah, it's really weird.
Really?
Cannot stand them, which makes me really sad because I love a sauce.
What's the line between a gravy and a condiment?
Any sort of sauce in a bottle he hates, apart from mustard. Mayonnaise.
I love English mustard.
He gets very upset if I get mayonnaise anywhere near him.
Gets upset by mayonnaise.
Physically upset, yeah. It's quite funny seeing a 50-year-old man upset by a tub of mayonnaise. Anyway, apologies. Let's buff up our floors. So, for the last time this evening, you know that the bottom is working because the lights are on. Then you get your telescopic extension to where you want it. I'm going to go short this time. I'm pressing my button. And I am going to buff up this beautiful floor.
I love these shows when they give us one product for 3 hours, aren't they?
We are going to make it so shiny. Maybe you can't get a shine or a gleam on your floor at all, but you can with the Power Glide.
What a product.
Making light work. I'm not using any effort whatsoever. A little bit of detergent on there if you want to, but you're not going to saturate that floor in any way. It's just such a dream and a breeze to do it. You're going to actually enjoy cleaning. If you want to use any sort of oils or waxes or polishes on your floors, you can certainly do that as well. So we've made you can see how shiny they are because you can see the lights reflected in that. I'm then going to go all the way over to my grey floor if my director doesn't mind. So I'll just turn it off very quickly.
I found with Paul, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
And here we have, this is our laminate. So I've gone all over it with ketchup. It's going to be our final demo.
It's a ketchup catastrophe.
Yeah, it's when you eat the hot dog and it spurts out the end.
Oh, I've had that problem.
That's what's happened.
Too many times to mention.
So I'm going to extend my pole slightly I'm still on at the front. I just want to pop my button on, the on button there.
We
and
love a
then
good
just
pop
a
in the
little
UK,
bit.
don't we?
Sorry?
We love a good pop in the UK.
Yes, we do love a good pop. But look,
Well, we've done craft. You know,
Seconds.
you're familiar with crafts, aren't you?
I am
When we used to
indeed.
present to America, the one thing they could never understand was why we kept popping things.
Oh,
Because they don't say that in America.
do they not?
No.
Oh, well, like pop it on?
No, they don't say, we just pop that over there. They have no idea what that means.
Oh no, that makes perfect sense. Look at that. Within seconds, the ketchup hot dog incident over.
The ketchup splurge, what would you call it? Oh my goodness me, I say.
I know, right?
They're like
All
two
the
ripened tomatoes.
You could see and you couldn't see there on your power glide. Absolutely brilliant.
Right, what'd you get for your money? I've been asked, my producer just asked us to explain. Will you get an aircraft power glide? And we also, apparently you get some cloth. I know, I'm being facetious. You do, now normally if you were to buy this on its own, you'd get 2 of the blue and 2 of the pink pads. We give you an extra 2 blue, an extra 2 pink, and we also give you at least 2 of the scrubbing pads. All of that delivered to your door. Again, apologies, because of the big battery, it's the lithium-ion battery that's the problem. We cannot deliver this to Northern Ireland, to the Channel Islands, or to any of the Scottish Islands. Only mainland Scotland and mainland UK. If we can find a way around it, we will. I don't know how, because that must apply to anything with batteries. How do you get things delivered out in those places? I'd love to know. Yeah, we'll look into that. We'll look into that. Anyway, and we've got PayPal for only the next 21 hours, and then PayPal goes away at midnight for a while. It's to do with, I don't know, limits. Once we reach a certain limit of sales, we can't use it anymore for a bit, and I don't know. But it does mean if you want to take advantage of the interest-free payments with PayPal, you need to apply for that today, because it will not be here tomorrow. And that'd be it. Either call 0333241241 and you can speak to one of our lovely representatives who's standing by to take your call now, UK call centre representative, or you can shop online at ShopOnTV.co.uk, but make sure you check out your baskets, because your item is not reserved by putting it in a basket. You only know you've got it once you've paid for it. Martha, you're going to come on in. Hello. Welcome
Hi.
to the podium.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. What you got there?
I talked about that troubleshooting guide. It is on page 8 of your booklet.
Oh, okay.
And everything that you might have an issue with might be listed there. So
there.
before you call the call centre, have a little
Have
look.
a little look in there.
But I doubt you'll have any troubles. You'll only have joy for
Yeah.
your power glide.
Joy. Speaking of Joy, let's say hello to Joy. Hi, Joy. And also Christine and Paul, who are watching. They're loving the show as always. Thank you very much. Carol, no, Carol's broken a leg and is in hospital. Sorry, get well soon, please. And happy birthday to Hayley from whom? From Kyle. This is happy birthday to Hayley. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Hayley. Happy birthday
Big finish. To
you.
Well done.
I almost forgot her name. We both did, didn't we? I'm so sorry, Hayley. Apologies. Thank you, Martha, for being absolutely amazing, resplendent, fragrant, elegant, beautiful and intelligent. And thank you to you for watching. And thank you to my son, David, for floor managing, Paul for directing, Leslie for producing, Harun for being our wonderful technical operator, and all the other people on the crew who don't exist. And I will see you tomorrow night, or technically tonight into tomorrow night, with Mulberry Silk. See you tonight. Bye-bye for now.